Welcome to the Think Make Start Demo Day. Jan, what do we have today?
So we're gonna have live pictures of all the TMS teams.
Live demos.
We're gonna have live networking.
Oof. We're going to have live voting, so it's your decision who's going to win.
There are gonna be interviews with all the founders that are downstairs working at their booth.
Brand new world reveal of 9 awesome new products.
Before we show you the live pictures, we're gonna show you the videos that the teams did. They're gonna show you what they have done and what they're gonna build.
You're going to have the chance to win pizza.
And in the end, there are going to be lots of mistakes because this is really live. We set up this nice Think Make Start studio in here because of Corona. Usually we would have all of you coming to our place and listening to the people live. Now we are here thanks to Andy, Max, Miguel, all the team to setting up this really nice studio. But before we start, let's have a look at our video.
Let's go.
Dann lass doch mal einen Tisch frei räumen. Am besten den hier. Für dann mit dem Laptop mal rumfahren. Was ist? Der Sound kommt aus weg und man hört dich.
More than 100 teams, more than 100 innovation projects, several startups that are still successful in the market, such as Kevaso, Havadava, Solos, you name it. And we're looking forward to the new projects from the last 2 weeks.
But there's more, because we also have our Master of Disaster, Master of Tech, Andy Brandl. Andy, can you show yourself?
Yeah.
Ah, very good, nice. And then we have, most important, there's always a man in the background who does all the important work. There's Miguel. Oh shit, there. There's Miguel. And there's, who else? There's more people.
Yeah. So at this TMS, we had 6 coaches, 4 Hiwis that supported us. We had a cooperation with Linda Schmidt from the Bundeswehr University who helped us with team dynamics and coaching. There were alumni coming in, helping the students and sharing their insights, their path, their experience to actually make this whole event the event that it is.
Yeah, and don't forget our live team downstairs trying to set up the live stream.
Oh yeah, say hi. Can we hear you as well?
Yeah, not at the moment.
Not
later
yet. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go down live to talk to the teams because they're still working. The deadline is later today at, the live pitches are at 3:15. Right. So very shortly, we're going to introduce what we're actually doing here, what is Think Make Start. We're going to talk about the timeline of today, the agenda of today, and yeah, get ready. It's going to be action-packed and super awesome. And it's live and it doesn't work. Andy? Ah, there we go. Exactly. It's going to be dope. Jan, let's start. So let's say I've never heard of Think Make Start. What is it?
So in general, Think Make Start is a university course. That's how it all started. It's every semester we have 50 students coming from all disciplines, all departments of TU Munich. They're coming together and they're building new products. They're trying to find problems, validate problems, talk to users, understand customers or potential customers. They're trying to come up with solutions solving the most pressing problems that we have right now, and maybe also not so pressing problems. It's usually a lot of fun, high intensity. People stay here until the night to work. They have 10 days basically, so the whole event takes 2 weeks. We start with a pre-event, and then we have 2 weeks of hard work, and today is the demo day, which is the last day, where the students are gonna present their results, their projects to all of you and to the public, and to get even more feedback on if they actually build something that you want.
A lot of sweat, tears, a lot of love, and long nights. It's super intense, but super awesome. All the teams are amazing, and yeah, I mean, for me, when I was a student, it was super hard. I was a business student, right? So for me, it was super hard to realize my ideas and find co-founders. And I think for me, this is the best place to find co-founders.
Yeah.
What's the difference to, you were part of Manage More, right? So, what's the difference to, what do you think is why is it better than Manage More?
I wouldn't say it's better. It's different. So of course, it's extension to what we have at Tonema, because programs such as Managing More and CDTM, they're basically set for a couple of students that want to meet other new students, that want to work through a couple of semesters, work on different projects. But you already have to have a certain commitment. You have to know what you want to do, and that you really want to spend 3 semesters and 1.5 years of your life on these kind of projects. Most of the people that have never been in touch with entrepreneurship, with innovation, they don't know if they actually want to commit. Maybe they don't even know about these kind of programs. So in the end, Think Make Start is the first step for students from all kinds of faculties to just get a feeling, to go out of their comfort zone, and to just start trying and experimenting and meeting like people. So you have the whole startup journey here. You're somewhere right down here in the beginning. And then from Think Make Start, there's a lot that you can do. There's the Idea Award, where a lot of TMS teams usually take part. They get prototyping grants, the Explore program. And then by time, they might file patents, they might get more capital, and found their company.
There's even a US venture program where TOOM startups can go to the US. Then there's also tech founders, accelerators, where you can do pilot projects with big corporates. Then there's a TOOM Presidential Award, where you get awarded for best startup. And also Unternehmertum Venture Capital, where you can get capital. But it starts here, or many start here at Think Make Start. This is maybe your journey. And I think this is also, one of the really interesting points about Think Make Start. You never know who's going to make it. Can you show us like some of these stuff? What's over there?
So we brought some of the prototypes of former Think Make Start teams that by now are successful. This was one of the first parts of a sensor from Park here. They were one of the teams from the first batch, which was actually more than 5 years ago by now.
Yeah.
They're building a sensor system for parking lots, and that was one of their first parts for prototyping. And the other thing that we have here, Philip, what is it?
that was the very first prototype of Kevaso. They are now, I think, 20 or 30 people. It's basically a robot for assembling scaffolding at buildings. And back then, the idea was that there would be 2 grabbers, see that here from the side, that would grab the rail, and then it could transport things along the rail. Now they built their own complete system, and it's super awesome. They were super successful as well. Now the prototype looks a lot different, but that's why I'm also super proud of this old one, because now you can, if you check out the website, kevaso.com, then you will find how the new prototype looks. And yeah, that's insane. They made so much progress. They put so much love and effort in it. And there are other teams like Havadava. They were awarded the #1 best digital startup in Germany. from
Impressive.
the Bundes Economic Affairs Ministry.
Yep. And what I especially like about Kevazo is I guess they're the only team in the Think Make Start history that actually started the company after Think Make Start as the whole team that already found themselves during Think Make Start.
True.
So what we usually see is that people come together, they don't know each other from the beginning. So if you ask yourself who's actually doing Think Make Start, how do the students get here? We get applications from all over TUM, so the program is open to architects, to designers, to electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, business people, chemists, mathematicians. So all students can apply for Think Make Start. This time we had, I guess, a bit more than 200 applications. And they can apply with everything. So even already in their application, they need to be creative. They can apply with videos. They can apply with product proposals, with portfolios, with a GitHub link. So if you're a techie and you're shy and you don't want to like do a video of yourself, you can apply with your GitHub portfolio, and people are going to see that you're active and what you've done. So people apply with a variety of things.
And you can be sure that everybody who's here at Think Make Start, they can do something. They're really good and they're super motivated. They've done stuff in the past and they're on fire.
Yeah. And that's because they have to commit right from the beginning, and they're choosing each other, right? That's something that we started 2 years from now. The students, they're voting for each other, so they're scanning the other one's applications and they're voting themselves in.
So I'm not deciding, you're not deciding.
Yeah.
The students choose themselves who's going to be with them at the event. But maybe just really rough. So why is it actually called Think Make Start, and how does it relate to the course? Does it fit together?
Yeah. So the original idea of how we came up with the name Think Make Start is that we usually have 3 different phases in Think Make Start, which is of course iterative. But people start thinking about problems. They start thinking about stakeholders and their needs. They go all do field research. And they try to spot and identify and empathize with user needs. And then as soon as they do that, they start making prototypes. So Think Make Start is really about making. This is why all teams have to build several usually of these prototypes.
And usually shitty prototypes. So actually they build like 10, up to 10 prototypes in the whole
What's the shittiest prototype that you've seen so far?
There's a great one from Solos. Actually, Solos made an exit. That was actually the first exit from a startup that was founded at Think Make Start. That was the beginning of this year, just before Corona. And the shittiest prototype is so their idea was to build a mirror for kids brushing their tooth in the bathroom, a smart mirror. So they just took some alu foil, put it on top of a cardboard, and drew a cat on there and some numbers for like gamification elements, and they went to the kindergarten next door, and then that was like within 5 minutes they had the prototype done, and they were getting user feedback and got crushed. Nobody wanted it. Nobody liked it. But then, by doing and building and asking people about how would you use that and so on, by that you find out what you should actually be building.
Yeah.
So they in the end built fitness mirrors. So smart mirrors that would track your movements, and they sold it to a bigger company, a strategic investor.
And it's interesting because the original idea of transferring the idea of a smart mirror to the fitness area actually came from one of the parents in the kindergarten that they talked to. So they didn't have the idea in the beginning. They had a different idea. They went out to the customer. They tested it. They realized that it didn't work, but they told them what they actually wanted, and so they made it.
And what's really amazing about that story is also, like right after they applied for the brand new award, the ISPO brand new award, with a better product. It was still shitty. So they had a TV and a Kinect. So it was smart. It was tracking you, but it was far from being a real product. They applied anyways, and they got selected. And suddenly it was like, God damn it. Now, in 2 months, we have to be at the fair and compete against all the other products. And they were here in the makerspace at the Unternehmertum basically every day. I know Georgi wrote his bachelor thesis in the train to Unternehmertum and in the train back home. So in the morning and in the evening. And they won. They freaking won the ISPO brand new award. Then they also got into Tech Founders, and then they got capital, and that's exactly the journey that we showed you. But if you would have asked me, I don't know if I would have selected them for Think, Make, Start award.
Yeah. And that's the start, right? Then going out, testing your product, trying to start a business, going into pitch competition. That's the start aspect. So people start thinking, then they start making prototypes, start experimenting and testing, and they also start trying to get traction, try to talk to users, selling their products even if they're not ready, to understand if this is actually also financially successful.
Right. So exactly.
Who's hosting this event?
Well, that's on the one hand the TU Munich. Actually, not just the TU Munich, but there are different faculties, right?
Yep,
So
different chairs involved, right?
Who's doing that?
So there's the chair for product development and lightweight design. They're the ones that administer it as well. And then we have different people from different chairs that are coming together as a teaching team. Because if we have students from all different disciplines and all different problems throughout the event, from user understanding, doing interviews, building stuff in tech, in software and hardware, we need different people. So we have people who are good in design. We have someone from the industrial design chair. We have people for tech from the database chair. And there are different people coming together to actually help the students in any way possible.
And I think that's super unique, and that's what makes Think, Make, Start so awesome. Because in other courses, like I studied, for example, in Tel Aviv, and there, if you would take an entrepreneurship class, it was usually hosted by the business faculty. And if you have an idea or product, it's not just the business side, but there's also the tech side, the software side, the hardware side. And when we go every day from team to team and roast them and be like, hey, so what did you do today? How did you achieve it? Why did you build that? Da, 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 da. We're helping them, but we are roasting them as well. And then the PhDs can really help them and tell them, you should maybe try this SDK, or you should try this and this library or resources. And for example, I'm from the Unternehmertum. I represent the business side of things. So I just pull out frameworks and I'm like, hey, have you tried the business model framework or the Lean Startup Canvas and user story mapping, you name it. Like, there's so many things, and you get customized to your needs and to your stage of your product. You get the best advice and the best resources that fit to your needs right now.
Yep. And as we're not, I mean, we're just humans, right? So we know some stuff in our field. But in order to get even more experts in the field, we ask alumni to stop by. For example, this time on last Friday, we had Martin Schleich, who was working, he was part of Think, Make, Start 2 years ago. Team Avalanche, they tried to build a safety rescue drone for skiers.
They did. They didn't try. They built
They
it.
did. They faked it a bit, but still. And afterwards, he started working for a VC. So he saw a lot of pitch decks, and during Corona, he decided to build a YouTube course on how to design a VC pitch deck. And that's something that I only can recommend to everyone who
check it out.
thinks about building a pitch deck, especially for VCs.
It's on our LinkedIn page. So if you go on LinkedIn, Think, Make, Start by Unternehmertum and TUM, then you will find a link to the course. We have 5 minutes before we start with the product videos. That's going to be really cool and really awesome. Andy, can we maybe quickly go to the website just to show everybody how it works?
Yes.
So waiting for the website, because I saw it was already asked for in the chat, the agenda and the timeline for today. So we spent a couple of minutes for the opening, trying to tell you a bit about Think, Make, Start, about different teams, on how we approach this. There's a lot of prototyping, as we said. And today you're going to see the pitches. So starting at 2 p.m., that's in 5 minutes, we're going to start showing you product videos. Every single team, they have a website that you can check out. It's on www.thinkmakestart.com or .info. You can check out the product videos and the projects of the teams already in advance. And during that time, you can also already vote, because in the end, we're going to have 3 prizes for Think, Make, Start. We're going to have the Think prize, we're going to have the Make prize, and we're going to have the Start prize. And they look something like this. So this is our Think Prize. This is one of the awards that the teams are going to get in the end. And the Think Prize is special because it's an audience award. So usually what we do when people come here for the demo day, every single visitor gets $3, 3 ThinkMac Start dollars that he can invest into the teams. As unfortunately due to Corona, we cannot welcome you here at Unternehmertum today. We decided to keep the voting but do it online. So on our website and also in the YouTube chat, you will find a link on which you can vote for your favorite team. And the team that gets the most votes will get the Think Award at the end of today. So the Think Award is for the best idea.
So if you were an investor, who would you put your money into? So yeah, let's think, would you have invested in Kevaso or Parkir or Havadava? Would you have guessed the right team? So
And it's actually pretty funny because usually the teams that really get successful after ThinkMac Start, they don't win an award.
True.
Which is super
Yeah.
fun. All right. So there's going to be the Think Award. There's going to be a Make
There
and
are
a
some
Start Award, right? So they're somewhere down here. This is our Make Award. And this is our Start Award. And the Make Award is going to be given for the best prototype. And the Start Award is going to be given for the best potential business idea. And we're going to award them today. Award ceremony is going to be at 4:30. And before that, we're going to show live video picture. We're going to show the product videos at 2. Then afterwards, you're going to have the chance to talk to the teams in person. We're going to have a social networking set up in your tribe where you can actively go online virtually to the teams and talk to them, ask them about their prototypes, get live demos. And then starting at 3:15, as Philip already said, we're going to have the live pitches. So every single team is going to get up here in the studio and they're going to pitch their product to you in 3 minutes, including a live demo of their product. For the live pitches, we also have another guest. Sören Gunja is coming from Moshes, which is a Munich-based startup who are doing a lot of R&D, so really cool stuff. He's going to talk more about it later, and he's going to watch the pitches with Philip and discuss the teams afterwards. And then after the discussion, it is the
award ceremony.
So if you're curious who's going to win, we are curious who's going to win. Please feel free to vote for your favorite team.
Before we jump in, so we have 2 more minutes. I just want to point out some maybe interesting things for you, because if you're looking for co-founders, I could tell you that talking to the teams would be really awesome for you, because usually from all the teams that are here, not all of them continue. So network with all of them, get to know them, maybe add them on LinkedIn, stay in touch with them, and maybe you find a co-founder there. Then also, if for the voting, find out if you would have guessed the right team, if you would have made the right angel investment decision, and also, let's see at the closing if you were right with the other teams, because we're going to decide on who built the best prototype and has the best startup potential.
All right, do we want to show the website or are we going to go into the product videos directly?
Show the website for a second.
All right, then let's show the website for a second so
Nice.
you know what you can do. This is our website. You can find the link to the live stream
Maybe Andy,
as well.
Maybe Andy, do you present it?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
So you can see the link to the live stream. Feel free to send it to everyone that you think could be interested in this. Then if you go down there, you can see the link to Your Tribe. Your Tribe is the platform on which you can directly talk to the teams. So they're sitting downstairs with their prototypes, all the people. If you want to talk to them, if you have additional questions, you can talk to them, and there's dedicated half an hour between 2:45 and 3:15 before the pitches start. Then if you go a bit lower, you can see the voting section. So you can see Mentimeter is already running, so we are live.
Oh wow!
You can start voting now. There are links to all the different team pages. There are links to all the different team trailer videos. So the teams also have a 20-second teaser that you can check out. and you can vote for your favorite team. The voting is going to be open until 5 minutes after the live pitches are over. And afterwards, we're going to count all the votes and let you know who won.
That's super amazing. So Team 8 is doing good work. Let's see. Team 8, there was Lumud, no?
Lumud, yeah.
Lumud. Can you go back? Oh yeah, there it is. So Lumud is doing some very good work, some good growth hacking. Because it's also, it's not just about having a prototype, having a pitch deck, a landing page for sign up, but it's also about growth hacking. So getting users, getting traction. And well, this is the best test right now, if they can get enough traction. Oh, team number 5 just got a vote. Team number 6 got a vote.
I guess right now the teams are voting for themselves, right?
But so if you want to support a team, vote for them, or even better, share the website. That would be super awesome if you would share the website right now on LinkedIn or Facebook or wherever, and tag us. Tag Think Make Start. That would be super appreciated, and everybody who does can win some pizzas. Can win a pizza. I'm gonna order a pizza on Delivery Hero. And order it to your place. And all the alumni, send us a picture with your T-shirt, and then we will also send you a picture, pizza. Limited supply. So 500 pizzas. But maybe the first 3-4 that send a selfie with the Think Make Start shirt, and the first 3 that share it. All right.
All right. So
are you ready?
Feel free to vote. I'm ready. Let's look at the pitches.
All right.
That doesn't work.
Should we start with
Okay, so we're gonna start with Team 1. We're not gonna spoil anything. So just check. By the way, Team 1, they have a German trailer. If you do not understand German, stay tuned. Everything else is gonna be in English, but because they're addressing a German audience first, they decided to do their video in German. So Team 1 video, let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, that was the wrong video.
and second try.
Ganz schön beruhigend so ein Wald. Und unglaublich wichtig für unser gesamtes Ökosystem. Aber was ist das? Hier musste eine riesige Fläche gefällt werden, weil sie vom Borkenkäfer befallen war. Der Borkenkäfer breitet sich sehr schnell aus. Er hat bis auf den Specht kaum natürliche Feinde. Den Borkenkäfer zu spät zu erkennen, hat fatale Folgen für den ganzen Wald. Allein die Borkenkäferpopulation eines einzigen Baumes kann bis zu 8000 weitere Bäume befallen, die alle vertrocknen und sterben. Das ist auch ein Wertverlust in Millionenhöhe. Wenn der Förster den Käfer rechtzeitig erkennt, kann er den Baum schnell fällen und nicht nur alle anderen Bäume, sondern auch den Holzwert retten. Deshalb benutzt der Förster den Woodpinger. Ganz einfach klemmt er das Gerät am Baumport an und sieht den Befallstatus des Baums. Der Woodpinger wertet akustische Signale der Borkenkäfer mittels künstlicher Intelligenz aus. Das funktioniert schnell und verlässlich. Mit dem Woodpinger kann jeder helfen, den Wald zu retten. Lasst es uns gemeinsam angehen.
All right, so that
Nice.
was Team Woodpinger.
Oh, go.
Okay, we don't have the applause yet. Okay, it's gonna come later. So that was Team Woodpinger. I think this is a super interesting team because literally after so many years of Think Make Start, I have not seen any single team trying to tackle this problem before. Usually we have some teams that try to tackle problems that have been dealt with already during past Think Make Start events. This problem
It's new.
that was really new. From what they told us, it's also a problem that just rose recently during the last 2 or 3 years, and I guess they're gonna tell a bit more during the pitches.
So right now, I think we're gonna go downstairs, right, and talk to the teams. If you have a question for the team, write it in the YouTube chat, and we will ask the team live. For now, can we go down? And then we have a question. So how? Hey guys, what's up? Congratulations, really good work.
So,
What? Actually, it's pretty hot in the studio here. How are the worms downstairs?
it is hot as
Nice.
Okay, nice. Do you have anything to say to our audience out there? Something special? Meetings, invitings?
And die hören jetzt?
Please welcome. You've seen the video. Feel free to ask any questions. Supporting us will really solve a real problem, and this is a great solution.
So
Here, so you can see the awesome prototype.
nice. Show us. Nice. Can you? Okay, we're gonna see the live demo later, right? Hören die uns überhaupt?
2:45 on. Yeah. You're ready for the audience. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
So one thing that was funny about this team, they actually went to the forest to test their things and to take the shots. And you saw the scene where Alex tried to take down the tree and he almost cut himself with a chainsaw.
No.
So sometimes it's a bit dangerous, but they were good. And there was something other funny about this team. They were in the beginning they checked out different solutions that they had different ideas, and they found out that people already did it. So on day 5, which was at the day of the midterm, when we went to them for our daily Q&A session, they suddenly came up with a different idea, which basically came out of nowhere. So, Philip, what was it?
Well, we have that all the time, that people start with an idea and then change again. Well, they wanted to do sex toys, right?
Yep. So basically,
What exactly?
I guess that their idea was they wanted to improve communication about sexual topics in relationships, but then they had another insight on the Borg Beetle thing, and they went for the Borg Beetles, which I really appreciate.
So let us know in the comments, would you have appreciated more sex toys or more woodpecker? Because we also have another team that also used motors from vibrators for prototyping.
Yep.
But we'll talk about that later. That's super awesome.
Short spoiler.
Yeah.
Short
One last thing. They also, we always ask them to test it, so to prove that it actually works. And they got these little worms to actually prove that they can hear them eating and prove that they can recognize it. And they did. So actually, I wonder if they're still downstairs, the worms.
Yep. And I was shocked. I mean, the problem that they're presenting, that's a huge problem.
Yeah.
And if you listen to the forecast, then depending on the source, but up to 80% of the forest could be dead within 5 years just due to this problem, which is like a super severe problem. And I think they're really onto something. And they already told me, like, it's I guess Mark was it, and he said something like, shit, now we really found out that this is actually a problem, and we feel responsible that we have to solve it now, and we have to follow up on this project. And I think that's super cool to see.
Kick their ass to follow up by voting for them. So it's team number 1.
Yeah.
Go vote right now.
So that's team number 1. I guess we're already a bit over time. Let's check out video of team 3. So we have a weird order, but doesn't matter. So team 3, Envoy.
Do you work with a lot of clients over Zoom? Do you want to reliably make the best impression on your video calls?
Do you still believe that professional conferencing requires prohibitively expensive cameras and enormous lighting sets?
We all have been in these situations over the last few months. A meeting that you need to conduct from home, a presentation that you need to give while still isolated, or maybe you always wanted to get a new hobby in video streaming. Introducing Envoy, the all-in-one, plug-and-play, single-device solution that will make you look perfect even if you are contracting your clients from your mom's basement. Featuring AI-controlled lights with adaptive intensity and coloration, professional-grade camera, and crystal-clear hi-fi audio equipment, all manually calibrated by our engineers. Portable, elegant, and compact, Envoy will become a trusty companion for all your conferencing needs.
Nice.
That was Team Envoy.
I love it.
Did you actually have this problem when you were during Corona in home office?
Hell yeah. So actually, if you would see the studio right now, maybe Andy can show like the studio. We have different lights here. We have the microphone right here, and we host actually meetups online as well. So I got this equipment and have it at home, and my girlfriend, yeah, exactly, exactly. So you see all the lights and stuff like that, and it actually takes quite a bit of space, and my girlfriend killed me for it. So, but yeah, I totally feel them, and I love to see them live later and test it myself. And I think Sören actually he said that he would buy like 120 of them for his employees. Let's nail him down on that later. Maybe he's watching right now, but
okay, so if you're working in a company or you're an office worker that has to use Zoom a lot, let us know in the chat if you already have this problem, and if you're interested to have an all-in-one solution that's going to give you lighting, a proper microphone, proper loudspeakers, and which also looks nice on your desks. I think that they're up to it. I like that they're actually jumping on a trend that's actually going on right now. Because even if Corona might end at some point, I guess the home office thing that's gonna continue even without a virus.
it was mind blowing for me. Right. Wait! I have something else. You ready? Super cool project. Now let's go to the next project.
All right. So
No,
next.
you have you live downstairs. Not
Oh, thank you, Andy.
Guys,
Nice.
you already
Hi,
missed
hi,
us.
hi.
So,
How are you doing?
we're back
There's
back in the
prototype.
studio with team number 3. They are shining bright like a star, as you see. So, team number 3, how are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, perfect. Tell us, what's the special thing about your team and what's the special thing about your product in one sentence?
We do everything for you, and our product does everything for you. You don't need to care about anything. It just works.
Okay, do you hear that? You don't need to do anything. They do everything for us. That's a call to action. So, do you have anything to say to the audience? We have around 100 followers right now watching the live stream, right? How many are we?
20.
Yeah, so something to say.
Just vote for us if you want to see this product in action at your home and office.
Nice.
All right, that's it. So, yeah, let's continue with the next one. Who's gonna
All
be
right.
next?
Thanks a lot. Actually, that team they stressed out everyone else because at some point Stanislav started coding and there were coming like noises were like small beeps were coming out of his computer, and all the other ones were super stressed out because it was in the evening, and
He was hacking so fast that his computer started making noises.
no, but it was a lot of fun.
And he was coding the whole night. There's actually some AI, some machine learning working, right?
For him,
Yeah.
I guess.
That would be interesting to know more about. But maybe we can ask him later at the live pitches. Nice. Now
So
we go
next
to the
video.
next team. Oh my God!
I want to have it.
That's crazy stuff.
Actually, like I'm not doing sports right now, but if I could have this and do biking with that, I would totally go for it.
Yeah. So this was team number 7, and they called Pivot Live.
Yeah.
Why are they called Pivot Live? Because they basically pivoted every 2 days. So I remember, I think last Friday they pivoted the last time. Maybe the team can also say a few words about that.
I mean, where did they start? They started somewhere with bike safety in traffics, and now they're like VR gaming for bikers. So tell us where you started and how you got where you're right now.
Exactly. So that was my question, actually. Thanks, Jan and Philip, to asking the question. And I give it to the team now. So where did you start and why did you name yourself Pivot?
Well, we started with safety issues for bicycles or bike riders. We wanted to create a helmet that warns you when a car is like approaching you and overtaking you. So why we are called Pivot Live? Because we pivoted from biking safety to combining biking and gaming, which is probably not so safe, but yeah, we pivoted a lot, and that's the reason why we call ourselves Pivot Live, because we're pivoting live every day, probably.
Because pivoting is live.
Okay, because pivoting is live. Yeah, that's live prototyping, so to say. All right, any other things you want to?
Well, if you want to pivot your life and turn your boring indoor cycling bikes into something awesome and where you can experience gaming like really in a fantastic way, so vote for us, Team 7, we are Pivot Live, and it would be nice if you join our adventure.
Meet them at your tribe later on, guys.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. What about safety? Safety first. Can we go back? I need to ask them about the sex toys and so. So actually, you handed in the bills at the TU Munich for buying the sex toys, right?
Yeah, we needed some vibration actuators. Yeah.
Why did you buy them? Why did you buy them in the first place? What did you try to prototype with them?
Yeah, we tried to get actuators to simulate the vibration on the helmet, and we couldn't get any actuators in like a Hagebau or Konrad. So we thought, what kind of place has vibration motors? And we thought about the sex shop, and we got some penis springs and took out the vibration motors for that.
That's great. I mean, in the end, it's about leveraging the resources that you have. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so,
what's maybe one learning that you took away from Think Make Start?
Probably pivoting is good and bad at the same time.
True.
Okay.
I'd say you should be quite open for pivoting, but at a certain point, you should just start to keep your current idea and to commit what you have achieved so far. I guess that's also quite important.
all right.
Nice.
Thanks for the insight.
Awesome work. Really good.
Okay, so that was team 7, 44 votes right now. I guess that's gonna climb soon after seeing this great video.
It's all about prototyping and safety. Nice. So team 7 has 45 votes. Team number 9 is still in the lead. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're like hacking some Facebook groups or something. Team number 2 has 121 votes. They're pretty good as well. Wow, team number 2 is off the charts.
All right. So
Nice.
coming from bikes and gaming and sports, we're gonna go to a different team who's gonna deal with people that are not able to do so much sports or who are not doing sports like you did. Actually,
Thank you.
actually, by the way, the bike team Pivot Live, they actually made Philip come to Garching with his bike on one day.
For the first time in my
What
in
was
6
your
years.
learning from that day?
Actually, that I have to move more because in home office you would just sit around, right? So actually, you do get stressed out, and that's what the next team is dealing with as well. Not with biking, but they solve it with a different way. Let's see how they tackle back pain.
was team posture. So actually, after seeing this, I know that I have to sit a little more. Oh, there you are. I have to sit a little more straight. I actually had these problems when I was 16, 17. So I guess they're really tackling something that is an issue for many people. I'm curious to see it in action later during the live pitches. They actually told us that they tested the prototype with all the people from their flats, so they're all living in shared flats, and they told us they tested it with all of them. I'm really curious to see what came out of this.
Right.
Very, very interesting.
Maybe let's go live to Toby and meet the team.
Yeah. So we're running into the team now. Hi guys, how are you doing?
Hi guys.
What's up? What's up?
What's up? So
How do
you're
you
on
feel?
a good posture right now? Yeah. Having the prototype on your body, nice. What's the most valuable thing you learned here in the last couple of days?
Well, it was great what you can achieve in just 10 days with a great team, having all different sorts of disciplines and all are motivated.
All right, and you want to solve the problem that people are in a bad posture in the office?
Not just in the office, all the time. I mean, we're all combined by back pain, and that's why we want to solve it.
Okay, anything else you need to let the audience know from your
For the
side?
voting, we're team 4, vote for us.
And keep a good posture.
And keep a good posture. Philip, Jan, do you have anything to ask?
How much? How much money? How much does it cost?
How much money?
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
It will be sold for $250 and will be fitted by a professional in a healthcare store.
Nice. All right. Cool. Nice. I'm very curious to try it later.
Sure.
Thank you. Whoa, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much, guys and girls.
It was
Nice.
it was interesting because the tech people in this team, they actually started working so close to each other. They already decided to take part in TechFest as a team this year. Is
Oh
that
wow.
true?
Okay. Yeah.
I was told that.
Wow.
So it's really cool to see how the people try to meld together during the 2 weeks. I mean, of course, there are always sometimes there are team issues and people figure out that they cannot work together that well, and they're splitting up the team afterwards. But for some people, they really find new friends. They really find new people that they like to work with.
Yeah.
And they continue their projects afterwards.
And what I always hear is like, you never go outside of your own faculty, right? So
Yep.
if you're an informatics student, you just hang out with informatics students. But here you work for 2 weeks, day and night, and literally like people stay here all night. They just work with other faculties and they learn how to talk to techies, and techies learn how to talk to business people and designers, and it's not without conflict often, but if it works, it's super amazing.
And some of the teams also decide not to continue working on the project that they were working on during Think Make Start.
Yeah.
But they say, we've been working in the team very well, we want to continue, but not on the idea that we did during TMS, but on a different idea. For example, PicTie, they're a team of 3, I guess, and they took part in TMS 2 years ago. And afterwards, they chose another idea, but they're still working together in the team. And that's also cool to see. So the value and the output of Think Make Start is not only startups, because you have to have a lot of luck to find the right people and the right idea just within these 2 weeks, and then actually don't have anything afterwards that's in the way of following up. But many of them follow up on different projects. They continue to work in companies or in academia or in other fields as innovators and try to make the world a better place.
Actually, most of the team from Think Make Start was an alumni or is an alumni. So Jan took part in the Think Make Start, but also Max and many others. So the Hiwis, they kind of get addicted to the spirit, to the positive energy, and the can-do attitude. And they always come back. And there are many examples of that as well. If you're an alumni, check out the Facebook group. So I think 300 people are in there right now, but there's still a few missing. So check out the LinkedIn alumni group.
Okay.
Next team?
Let's go for the next team, because that's one of the 2 teams that are having the most votes. So let's check out Team 9.
Meet Ben. He's 32 and an architect. He lives in the city in an old apartment building. He just arrived home for his weekly grocery trip. As you can see, he realizes that carrying the heavy grocery bags up 4 floors will be a pain in the butt. Unfortunately, he also doesn't have an elevator in the building. So what's the solution? It's UpDog. He swipes up and a cart appears. The cart automatically recognizes the stairs and shifts into stair mode. The electric motors do all the lifting work for Ben. The innovative design and powerful motors give you a seamless user experience. See what others have to say.
Also ich finde es echt ein Projekt und ich würde es echt gerne mal noch wenn ich es sehen würde.
Ich glaube schon, dass das was sein könnte, ja.
Das ist eine sehr gute Idee.
UpDog, reimagining your personal mobility.
Nice.
Actually, when they started a week ago, trying to talk about the trolleys and crafting and carrying up stuff, I was like, what are they actually going to do? But then they had really cool ideas, and I really like the idea of transforming the wheel during the usage. So depending on your use case, if you're carrying the cart across the street or up the stairs, they're changing the shape of the wheel. I think that's something which is very cool and very new. And that might actually solve the problem for many people.
Yeah, and what I think is interesting about the project is they have many different interested user groups. So on the one hand, they had a delivery service that delivers drinks that was interested because of all the crates they have to carry up the stairs. Then there were nursing homes and nurses that have to carry heavy stuff. And then, like old people, also like Edeka and shops. So they have a broad audience that could buy it.
And I guess one of the reasons why they got so many insights is, for example, they interviewed the mothers of each other to get some more like semi-objective insights and interviews. Which is a very cool idea, and to get more people to talk to.
Let's hear more about that live from the team from Toby downstairs.
Yeah,
Which
here at
market
Team
do you
9.
like best?
And they're not performing great in the voting, they are just performing great here downstairs in prototyping and engineering. So tell us, guys, what is your value of your product and your team, and how was the experience in the last days for you?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, hello. We are Team UpDog with our awesome team and our awesome logo. So the value that we're bringing is we're going to help everyone to carry anything that you want, anything that's heavy up the stairs. So we literally reinvented the wheel, okay? So this is your normal wheel right here, okay? It just rolls on the floor, and then you shift that automatically, and you can walk upstairs. Okay, so this is like a super prototype version, but if you look over here, come closer, you can see our awesome designs already here that look really nice, and we have different user groups, so we have different types of designs for heavy lifting, like Jan said, you know, with the crates and everything, but also like your all-rounder maybe for Oma Gertrud, you know? And so coming, I guess, to the team, we met as a team, like that was our thing. We didn't have an idea in the beginning, we met as a team. And I think that's the number one thing of like having great team dynamics.
All right, sounds great. And do you think all the people should join you on YoTribe in a couple of minutes?
They should definitely join us. We have lots of awesome stuff to show, explosion views, prototypes, everything. We can tell you how we made all this stuff here. So check out, vote for Team 9 and come into the YoTribe and talk to us.
Nice. Thank you so much, Team 9.
Wait. How did you do it? How did you get so many votes? How did you do it?
Friends and family. Yeah, like our moms, like we told you. Like
No, really. How did you do it? Just tell us. Come on.
We're just having it full time, like, you know.
Did you cheat? Did you program a bot, or did you actually spread the word and?
Yeah, we have a giant user group already. Like that's what they're there for, right?
Okay, smart. So what would you recommend the other teams in order to catch up?
Well, I mean, yeah, ask your family.
All right.
Maybe give some discounts at the grocery stores.
Yeah.
Beer for everyone.
All right, guys. Show us the next
Thank you
one.
very much.
So they know how to leverage their resources.
Yeah,
That's-
definitely.
that's-
Oh, but team 2 has 343.
Actually, I'm really sad that we cannot have the people in these rooms right now because the teams have so many cool things to show you, and it's really difficult to show it all during a live pitch session or during a video. So I can just highly recommend you to go to your tribe and just talk to the people. They have so many cool things that they can show you. We really hope that for the next batch of Think Make Start, we're going to be able to welcome you again here in our rooms. But for today, please check your tribe if you want to talk to the teams and find out more about what they've done.
Andy, could we go to your tribe and see what it looks like?
Müssen wir nachher mal schauen. So we have
Oh,
to look.
we could go
We can try.
auf dem rechten screen, on the right screen, where you see Toby right now. That would also be enough. Oh, on the big screen, on the wall.
Andy's going to figure it out your tribe later. One funny thing, which is maybe a spoiler to actually go to your tribe. If you go to your tribe, let them actually show you the prototype and how they actuate the wheels, because they didn't use just standard motors that you can buy in the electronic store. They found a workaround. Let's put it like
Oh my
this.
God.
So check it out. It actually works, but try to find out how it works, and then you're gonna be. Yeah, this is a spoiler.
Is this the next team with sex toy
There
parts in the prototype?
No, that was
No,
already.
no.
But this team, the Updog team, they used a lot of tape and like they were rapid prototyping.
But it was
Good
also
stuff.
it was really cool to see their team like growing together, and they did a lot of team building activities like sports. They brought a spike ball thing to the venue, football and frisbees, and they always went out for a quick sports and team session. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
All right, that was team 9, Updog. Looking forward to the live pitches. Check them out on your tribe.
Talking about sports and talking about Spikeball, we have a game-changing new sports team.
After Solos, there is now Fitwise. Let's.
Fitwise is here to completely revolutionize the way people work out. Most people know the importance of exercising, but they don't know which exercises to do or how to perform them right. To tackle this problem, we created Fitwise, a smart training suit that comes equipped with a full array of detachable sensors. Just plug them in and our AI can identify your posture and correct your exercise execution in real time, avoiding painful injuries. It's that simple. Meanwhile, our app uses this data to generate a workout routine that fits your level and skill. We know many people struggle with finding motivation to work out. Our smart personal trainer is there at the right moments to guide you in achieving your personal goals. Repetitions, weights, speed, heartbeat, posture. Fitwise collects every information you need to create an even better, personalized workout experience. After Fitwise, working out at home will never be the same.
Cool.
Nice.
Would you use that?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, definitely. So I'm trying
Do you have
to
dumbbells at home?
I do have dumbbells at home, but I never train with them.
I have them at home as well. We actually have the deal. I have the deal with my wife that everything that we don't touch in our flat for at least 2 months needs to go to the basement. and we
great.
always argue, and I try to keep my dumbbell in the flat, but I never use it. And every time after 2 months, she's like, "Now it goes to the basement." I was like, "No, I'm gonna do it soon," but I never do it.
So did you touch it once?
I touched it, but I didn't lift it.
Okay. Actually, the same for me. I have them at home and there as well, and I don't know, but Yeah, let's ask the team why they came up with it. Maybe they also have dumbbells and
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's
so
look at
this
these
is the
guys
team.
all in shape.
And guys, we have another trophy to win.
Ooh.
This is the trophy for the most fit team here. So tell us, why do you perform the best?
Nice. Oh.
Good question. We also just asked so many friends to just vote for us. So I think this worked out so far.
How many times do you work out in a week?
That's the point. Like not enough as we wish. Like not as few as we would, but basically we want to do more exercise. And we want people to do exercise at home without hurting themselves, motivated, and keeping a healthier life. That's what we want to do.
Since the beginning, we knew this was a real problem because all of us looked at our first house and we realized all of us would like to have an easier solution and a better way to work on.
All right. So Jan and Philip, you can come downstairs later and make a challenge for crunches and sit-ups and stuff like that. Okay? Are you
Someone actually told us about your sixth team member. Can you show us your sixth team member?
Sure. Where?
The chicken.
Why did you use it? How did you use it?
For communication, it was a really good team member, and I think it glued the team together. We all assembled around the chicken.
Plus, it's the legal representative of the company.
So they had very heated discussions, and in order for them to organize, they solved it with the chicken. So that's really cool. Good stuff, guys. Wait, I had one more question for them.
I'm wondering how much it costs. If I want to buy the sensors,
you can ask them.
What's the price
One
for the
question
sensors?
from you, Philip?
For a box?
Is there one more question from you guys? Yeah.
What's the price for a box of sensors?
The price is 169 euros. You get 4 sensors and you get 2 training suits. So if you want to wash them, you can just exchange them easily. And 1 year of the
Just like that?
Yeah. Just
Can
like
you
that.
come close to the camera and show it?
This is one of the sensors, so we have 4 of them. And you can just remove them whenever you want, like this. And then you put it on the next sweater, and that's it. As simple as that.
What do you think about the laser, about the 3D printers in the makerspace? Tell us the story. Tell us what happened.
It's not long enough, apparently.
So what happened? So what happened was like they printed and it totally messed up, right? They basically said like it's broken. Go to the website, buy a new one, something like that. Yeah. Pretty funny, but yeah.
Talking about the chicken, every other team basically hated the chicken.
Wait. Okay. They were just saying from the off, just wait for the live demo. It really works.
Yeah, and you can also check it on Your Tribe, of course. So feel free to visit them.
Nice. We're gonna go to Your Tribe after we see the last teams. We're actually behind time, so we're gonna shut up and don't talk so much. Let's go to the next team.
Another day, getting ready and putting that smile on. Nobody shall see how I really feel. Not even my friends. They are so happy. But I am just wearing my mask. I am functioning. Removing the mask. How do I feel? Pink. No, I'm not sad. Blue. Yeah, I feel lonely. But someone out there does too. And knowing that feels good. On my good days, I also like to track my mood, enhancing my self-care thanks to Lummood.
Oh wow,
that's
a very emotional video, no? Like
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, it seems like a very relevant topic, especially when all the people are at home and need to work and they're stressed out, and we see the burn rates getting higher and higher. So and the trend of mental health with different apps that help you to improve your mental health. I know you like to sleep. But yeah.
There are lots of apps out there. We also have Calm, for example, for sleeping, like you said. I think it's great to have like a physical representation or like a physical reminder. So I think that's actually really cool.
Because I mean, a lot of times we feel a certain emotion, but we don't know what it is. So having something that helps us reflect and helps us identify which kind of emotion and needs are not satisfied at the moment, that can be really helpful, I guess.
Maybe we can ask the team how they came up with the idea and what's been the feedback so far.
Yeah, so here's team number 8, Lumos. I think the only question I have is a simple one. How do you feel?
Well, you feel good. As you can see right here, you can move the lamp and you can show how you feel. And like you said, it incentivizes you to think about how you feel, which is the first step in getting better and doing something for your mental well-being and doing something for mental health in general. That's our goal.
Yeah. And as Philip asked before, how did you come up with the idea?
Well, actually, we started with sports tracking, and then we thought about the problems, and we thought about mental health, and we all decided that is a big issue that we love tackling, and we wanted to work on something that we actually believe in and makes a change in the world. So we decided to pivot from sports tracking, which is just business, to something that actually matters to us.
Nice. So why should the people join you on Your Tribe later?
You can talk to us. We'd love to talk to you, and we can talk about the topic in general and how the product works, and just talk about mental health in general. We're happy to talk to anyone.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Good work.
Good work. So, next team, please.
One more thing I would like to say to that team, because I think not to the team, just about the team. No. Just about the team, because they did one thing which I thought was pretty clever in order to validate if people actually have the problem and would want something that reminds them of reflecting on their emotions. They handed out small items to their neighbors that were supposed to imitate the function and the value that their product would present in the end, and have them count on how many times they would actually use the thing to reflect on their ideas.
Interesting. Nice.
So we always encourage the teams to try to validate the product without even building it. So just think about which kind of value do we try to provide. In the example of UpDog, that would be something that's carrying up the groceries or heavy loads for you. And you don't need a car to do that. You can just go there, and in a small scale you can test that by yourself, but just carrying up stuff for the people. And these are different ways on how to validate problems before you even start prototyping your ideas and your products.
Andy.
Oh. Wait, Andy. So that's what Team 8 did, Team Lumud. If you want to see what they've done in action, feel free to go to Your Tribe. They have different prototypes and different Lumuds that they can show you and show you how it works.
Who's next? Wait.
Who's next?
Who's next, Jan?
Next video?
Who's next?
Who's next, Jan?
Who's next?
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 Who's
Andy,
next?
who's next?
Musicron. Team 5. 2 more.
Hi, we are Sven, Izzy, Stefan, Johannes and Paul. We are all passionate about playing and listening to music. But this hobby is not always easy. People learning an instrument often have little time to practice, and often spend the time they have for practicing inefficiently. They struggle with becoming aware of their mistakes and with carefully repeating the difficult parts. This is where we come in. We apply the concept of spaced repetition learning to learning an instrument. We created an app that gives users feedback on their performance. Based on this analysis, sections of a song that the user has mastered already progress in a system similar to a vocabulary learning system. Difficult sections are recommended to be practiced again soon. to help people who struggle with rhythm or with finding the right keys to play while learning the piano, we developed this LED bar which indicates the keys to play. If you want to learn more about our solution, please shoot us a message or check out our website. We are looking forward to getting in touch.
Cool. It actually... from what I saw, that was Jingle Bells.
Nice.
Do you play piano? Or have you ever tried to play music?
When I was a kid, I did learn, and I forgot everything, so I'm a prime suspect.
Okay, so actually, like when they told us what they were planning to do, I didn't understand it first, and then they told me that it was basically like Phase 6. There's this vocabulary learning program that I used when I was younger, where you basically repeat the stuff that you don't know more often than the stuff that you already know. And then it was like, oh, that's what they want to do.
Actually, that's pretty cool and very unique, because I took lessons when I was a kid, and yeah.
And I'm wondering if this is not something that you
Nice.
can also apply to other fields. I mean, it's something for playing the piano. You can certainly also use it for all different kinds of musical instruments, but I guess you can also use it for other things.
Let's hear it from the team, where they want to go, where the idea came from and where they want to go, and maybe also what's the next iteration for the prototype. Toby, what's
so
up?
we're live at Musicron, and as you can see, we have the overarching topic of white, black, and what? Which way? Like the piano? Yeah, the Tasten. So guys, how are you doing? What's your actually? Do you have a team song? No. So you should create one. Tell the people what are you doing and what's so special about you and your team, and what did you experience in the last days?
So we're Team 5 in Musicron. We're all basically passionate about music. Many of us play instruments or like listening to music. And we had the idea to apply this spaced repetition approach to learning music. So basically what we do is splitting the whole song like this into different sections. And then you practice every section individually. And our solution, or our app, analyzes every section and categorizes it based on your performance on each section. And you practice then the sections you struggle with more often than the sections you're already good at.
And what we already saw is a live piano here, and I think you're going to demonstrate it live later on in your tribe?
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to see our piano, we also have like a LED bar that indicates the keys you have to press. So you get even more feedback from us and more help while playing the piano. And if you want to see that in action, then definitely check us out on YouTube and yeah, come and have a chat with us.
Thank you, guys. Leave the team again. If you have any more questions from the studio, if not,
For your visitors?
Sorry?
Which song are you going to play for your visitors?
You guessed it right already, so it is Jingle Bells.
Ah, nice.
All right, cool. Thank you, Ola.
I'm looking forward to trying it out, and actually, maybe I will take home the prototype. I'll buy it right off the bat.
Okay, we had 8 teams. We have 9 teams in total. That means we have only one team left.
But just think about, you should really vote for your team, because right now Team 8 is in the lead. So
seems like they're leveraging their network right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Just their network.
Okay, but if you want to support your team, share it and encourage your friends to vote for your team. All right, who's next, Jan?
All right, so next, last but not least, is Team 6. And that's especially interesting to me because they have a product that I might need in a couple of years.
I love them.
So that's I'm really curious on how they're going to present it in their video.
I love all of them, but...
Are you ready for the last video?
As parents, our kids are the most precious thing that we have in life. We want them to be well prepared for their digital future, but without just staring at the phones for endless hours. For this reason, we developed Professor Quark and the Adventures World of Ducktown. With our simple and tangible programming language, they learn to connect cause and action and plan multiple steps ahead to solve ever more complicated puzzles. As the cognitive capabilities of the kids develop, we introduce new concepts, step by step. They can even design their own stories and levels, nurturing their own creative talent if they want to. Thereby, the game guarantees a joyful experience for more than just a couple of days. We also build group challenges, in which the kids need to work together and listen to each other empathically. We are a team of passionate engineers with the vision to educate the innovators of tomorrow. We are toy makers. Join us on our journey.
They're so fucking cute.
Yeah.
Nice one.
So these were toy makers with Professor Quark. Since we were here on the weekend, my son, who was in the video, he's always asking for. No, he's not, because he can't talk. But I guess if he could, he would always ask for the little duck.
The guy, they were actually testing it at the kindergarten next door, and the manager from the kindergarten said, like, it's never been so quiet in this place before. The kids were so fascinated or obsessed, and one kid was like really upset because they had to leave, or they were leaving, and he couldn't play it. So he was like, "When are you coming back? I couldn't play yet. I couldn't play."
And I think they said that they always wanted to test it with 3 kids at a time, because of Corona and people not being allowed to stand so close together. And as soon as they started doing it with the first 3 kids, all the other 30 kids came around and just wanted to check it out and play.
Wow.
So I guess the kids love it. I'm curious if the parents actually love it as well. But we'll see in the live pitch what they're telling us about their WeChat target group.
It's all about having some fun and playing as well.
Okay, so show us. Oh, that looks nice.
This is the team. Welcome. So you foster the learning experience of the kids in the digital world. What was your best learning during TMS so far?
Actually, the best learning was kind of understanding how kids think. Because, for example, we started with this cube over here, right? You think it's easy, right? It's a straight arrow, and then it's like the right curve and stuff like that. And actually, for kids, it's really hard to really kind of envision things from a different perspective. In this case, our duck. So we needed to redesign the cube. Now we have this little duck down here. So you always see the orientation of the duck in the relation to the arrow. And for us, that was something that we couldn't come up with before the user testing. That was quite interesting to have now kids with a different kind of way of thinking as our users.
Nice. And personal-wise, in your team, what's the best experience so far?
Playing with us ourselves.
Yeah, I think we had a lot of fun just playing around with it, acting like kids, letting the dog dance, right, Professor Quark? Oh man.
Did you have fun?
We do. We had a lot of fun together.
Anything to say for the audience outside in the stream?
I mean, obviously, we're looking forward to our pitch, and we would be super thankful if you vote for Team 6, Team Toy Makers. And everybody who's around here, feel free to check out our booth later on and play with Professor Quark. I promise you, it's a lot of fun.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
I'll get back to the studio.
Mind blown.
I actually really like the team because they didn't only take care of their own team, but they also tried to make the event more joyful.
Sorry, too many effects. Sorry.
They also tried to make the event more joyful for all the other purposes. I'm just gonna stop talking now.
Wait, let's try it again. Sorry. you were saying they were making the whole event more joyful for everybody because
how did they do it? Beer. So due to Corona, we're not allowed to give out any drinks or any food. What we've done during the last years. So what they've done, they brought beer themselves. And they handed out the beer for money and collected money via PayPal because it's with our contact. And of course, we had gloves that people could use when they were touching stuff that multiple people were touching. We had masks, so Philip is wearing, showing.
Think Make Start mask.
Nice Think Make Start masks. and backpacks and pens for everyone and post-its, and we try to find a way to actually have this event physically, so people could interact face to face and do all of this in the virtual world, which we have to do right now, but at least the students were able to spend the 2 weeks together.
Have some fun as well.
Yeah. And
Nice.
in terms of Corona, shall we have a Corona resume? We had 2 suspects, so we had two people that stayed home in the mornings because they didn't feel good. They all did Corona tests. They were all negative. So until now, it was a successful Corona-free event for us, which is super cool.
I feel a bit of pain for the team because they had to enforce the laws of wearing masks all the time.
Yeah. So special thanks to all the Hiwis, to Yannis and Jesse and Sandro and Phil.
Can we go down to Toby and show the team? Maybe the team is downstairs. Are all the Hiwis down there?
Because they also had to make sure that we behave and
they
that
hear
we
us?
stick to the rules.
Yes, we can hear you, but
there they are.
unfortunately not everyone is here
Can we
right
interview
now.
you guys? Yes. Can we get maybe 1 or 2 words from you? How you feel? Where's the rest? There's some missing.
The rest is organizing.
Ah, good.
Bring the teaching guys up to you,
Just sitting around.
upstairs to you.
Organizing a live stream, playing Corona Police.
So tell us a bit from your perspective. How was Think Make Start for you guys?
I mean, Think Make Start is still great.
All of you get in there. Get in there. We can't see all of you together. Be there together.
I mean, the thing is, Corona, of course, was a bit of a downer because you can't be so long here and stay overnight because, of course, you need to oh, sorry. I'm just watching the screen. Because we need to make sure that people are keeping the distance and stuff like that. But I think the groups managed it really well. Of course, there were some people who didn't quite understand why to do that, but
Right, Philip?
Yeah. Wow, that
was great.
Good work.
We also saw people trying to moonwalk back into the room, right, through the exit. Trying to reinterpret the rules. But we're glad that we had you, and we were all, in the end, made it healthily through the event.
Actually, can you quickly say your name and then 3 hashtags about yourself? So what's your name and then 3 hashtags? Let's go.
Flo, hashtag Decky, hashtag not sleeping, hashtag at all.
Nice.
Yannis, hashtag think, hashtag make, hashtag start.
Sandro, also hashtag techie, hashtag make a space, hashtag LinkedIn alumni group.
Hashtag no underwear. Linda.
Hi, Linda.
Our special
Hashtag
guest.
special guest. Yeah, right. Hashtag team dynamics. Hashtag trust. Hashtag HR.
Yes, Max, Orger, Techie, and yeah, whatever is left and has to be done.
Yeah, hashtag, no. So hashtag Tobias, hashtag Tobias, hashtag startup, hashtag design. So what else?
I think they were actually some of the most important. They were the most important for the success of the whole event because they were making sure everything would run. They would talk to the teams and help them actively with prototyping. So as you heard, like most of them are techies, and they actually really help them build stuff as well. So.
And if you think
amazing.
about it, the standard lectures that we have at TUM, there's maybe 1 lecturer, maybe 2, and there are like a couple of people assisting the lecturers, but then usually they're split up for the different dates.
Yeah.
And for this event, we have 10 to 15 people who are present at all times during the whole 2 weeks. So there's a lot of manpower going into this event to make sure that the students have the best experience they can. It's not always easy. We still try to push them out of their comfort zone, but we also try to help them anyway.
And also, Andy should introduce himself. Andy, where are you?
Andy is fixing stuff right now,
Fixing stuff.
preparing your tribe.
I'm still here.
But coming back to all the manpower, thanks again to there we go. Thanks again to Team Forte, Internet Business Creators, and all the chairs that allow their PhDs and HEVs to take part in this
Also
event.
the makerspace, because the students use the makerspace a lot for prototyping.
Zeidler Foundation.
Zeidler Foundation for actually giving the scholarships. And right now we have 50 minutes left for you to go to your tribe and to actually look at the teams. We're gonna start the live pitches in 15 minutes. So at 3:15, we're gonna start with the first pitches.
So then we will see if it was all fake or if it really worked.
All right. Are you curious?
I think the videos were awesome, but the live demos are cooler because mistakes happen, and I don't know. Then it's also about how well they're pitching, and there are different factors, soft factors that are important now.
Yeah. So I won't be here for the pitch session. Sören's gonna replace me. He's gonna be here in a second. You're gonna stay and make sure that everything works just fine.
Yes, sir. What's up? What's up, man?
Where's the camera?
All right, so I'm just gonna say goodbye. Have fun on your tribe. I'm gonna give it over to Sören. I'll see you at the award ceremony. I'll be downstairs to hand over the awards. Goodbye.
One more thing. See you later.
All right, bye-bye.
One tribe, your tribe or not?
Yeah, let's try your tribe so you can see how it actually works.
Like live experimenting.
Ooh,
Let's
I like
experiment.
it. So right now we're gonna go to your tribe. So leading is right now Team 8. I think they hacked something. That's bullshit. Team 2 had 700 votes. Team 9 has 700 votes. They were second and third.
Maybe one quick announcement while we're waiting. This is my last thing next time.
Yeah, you're right.
After 5 years, I'm gonna leave the team. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm looking for new challenges. But I was so happy because even though this was Corona restricted, I guess we had a good time. We had a great time during the last years. Right? And I'm gonna come back.
You will be back for sure.
Come
Everybody
back
comes back.
to check out what the next people and the new students are gonna do. So really curious to see how this whole format is gonna develop.
So Jan was actually there at the very first Think Make Start in the makerspace where there was nothing, like literally nothing, no chairs, no nothing.
We were counting on the makerspace, and then there were some problems, and we had to start Think Make Start before the first machines arrived. So people had to go out and get some stones to actually hammer the nails into their prototypes because we didn't have hammers.
So from these beginnings, these tough and humble beginnings up to now, where we have a lot of support from the university and Unternehmertum, you made it. Thank you for pushing the format for the last years, and
It was
all
a
the
pleasure.
best. Yeah, all the best for your adventures and journey. We'll have a beer later.
Yeah. And it seems like your tribe is working now. So let's have a look.
They found us. I don't
This
know
is-
if they can hear us.
So this is your tribe. If you go there, you're gonna have one of these little avatars, and you're gonna be able to move around. There are gonna be the team tables.
Oh wow!
And
wait, actually we can.
So if you take your,
We can move around now. Where are we? Ah, there we are. We're
We're
up
on the
there.
top. Okay, so you have your avatar. You can move around.
Let's
And,
talk
You can
to-
just go to the team that you want to talk to. In this case, that's Professor Quark, and it's gonna start a conversation automatically.
yo.
So
So-
right now we are talking to Simon from team.
And I have no clue if they can hear us.
Toy
so-
makers.
Can you hear us? Can you nod or?
Okay. But they're gonna be
Shake
able
that.
to hear you. So if you want to talk to the teams, go there now and figure out what they've been up to during the last 2 weeks.
So here you can see every team has their own stand, and basically, you can go here and then, talk to the teams. For example, the Musicron or Woodpecker. Yeah, you can just move around and meet people. Now, Andy is gone. We have
Okay,
to.
we're just gonna wait for 10 minutes and give you some time to talk to the people.
Yes.
We're going to be back at 3:15 for the first pitch. Team 1 is already setting up their prototype.
Maybe we can introduce Sören before. So
yeah,
let's
so I'll give it over.
Quick change. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
If we keep distance,
I think it. Maybe we can do it like this.
Yeah.
Hello.
Maybe I think we also need to switch the
Yes.
the screen a little. Jan, do you know how it works now, right? Okay. We're just going to be on the small screen and then have a look. So first of all, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you very much for
Amazing.
having me. Nice. Am I live in the internet right now?
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
You're live in the internet.
Hey,
and actually,
nice.
I brought this for you.
Perfect. Perfect. Nice.
Yes. The internet.
Do you have something for opening?
No, actually.
But I can open mine and then you have a problem.
Yeah, exactly. right, I can go. No, wait. I feel like.
I have something here. Maybe we
So-
can use this
oh,
one here.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Life is a
See?
prototype, you know? Oh no, you didn't hear that. Oh no.
Actually,
He's not
oh, wait,
even
wait,
for
wait.
5 minutes and
Yes.
he's
Good idea.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, you can
This
wear
is
that.
how this
That's it.
works. Nice.
Very good. So thank
was
you.
already loose.
Thank you
Cheers.
for being here.
Thank you very much for having me. Nice to be here.
Nice.
It's amazing to see that setup in such times.
It's awesome, right?
Yeah.
Actually, we're pretty proud. Andy did an amazing job. First teams are setting up. So
I
maybe
think basically Andy can build everything, right?
Yeah.
Like I've never seen something that Andy can't actually build.
That's why he's part of the team. But I heard.
Should I apply for my next job with this description?
But actually, I heard you can build anything as well. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about like what you do.
What an intro. I think that was practice maybe. No, that
Yeah.
wasn't practice. No, short introduction to myself. My name is Sören. I'm one of the co-founders of Mocious and today part of the jury. So a few words about myself and then a few words.
Nice one.
And then a few words about the company. So I myself have a background from computer science here from TUM. Back then when I studied the same time when Jan also studied. There was no makerspace yet and no ThinkMake Start yet. And we had to come up with the ideas on our own without these nice programs. And I participate in the Management Scholarship, which is also part of Unternehmertum here. And then we had the idea of founding a company which specializes on new technologies actually, and which is able to build new products really, really quickly, as you know it from here, based on first ideas, testing it, iterating and so on. And by this, solving a huge problem in industry, which is, and I think you guys also know that all the big companies don't really know how to tackle these new technologies. So everybody's talking about, I think we will see some machine learning today and blockchain and AI and AR and VR and so on. And BMW and so on, and most of them there I think are too slow actually to tackle that. And this is why we came up with a company that's actually specialized on these new technologies. And then now we build products together with Siemens, with BMW and so on.
That's
in these
awesome.
technology areas. Yeah.
Nice. It's really cool.
Yeah. And this is also like, I think this is one thing that I can maybe contribute here today. This is why we see a lot of ideas and a lot of problems in the industry where companies approach us in order to tackle something and say, hey, can we build this really quickly? Or how can we make the first step here? Sometimes like German Mittelstand comes and say, yeah, we now want to do AI. We have some factories here, make it intelligent. And this is maybe something that I can add today.
Actually, we've been working together quite a few times, right?
Yeah.
So I work at the Unternehmertum Business Creators. And how did that work? Like, how did that work in the past?
Yeah, so I think based on what I know, you guys have different positioning in terms of being more focused on how business models then come out of these tech creations. And then I think for a couple of customers, we actually worked together and started with design thinking, like what's the actual problem, what's the actual use case. I think a lot of companies struggle with that because there's a strong manager having a big idea and say, let's do it exactly that way, has to be that way, and then in the project you find out it has to be done completely different. And I think then these kind of approaches of design thinking and business model canvas and so on, they can really help to actually complement and figure out what really has to be built.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do you think? What would you? So we have 4 minutes. So you've done a lot of tech projects and so on. What do you think? What would you kind of give them as an advice to continue?
For today, for the teams, you mean?
For afterwards, because today is the last day.
Today's the last day. What I think.
What's the most important if you continue?
The most important thing, and I think the guys are in the right spot here, is having an ecosystem where it's easy to stay on this hype. So I've seen a few of the Think Make Start rounds. I can imagine it's a huge hype that you develop over this 2 weeks, and you're on 150 or 200%, especially you are most of the times, but also the teams are, and you're so into your idea, and you print your own t-shirts, and you have your own business cards and so on. And then like keeping this hype over a longer period of time. And one important thing that helps there is having the ecosystem supports you with that. So, and I think the Unternehmertum with all the different programs that you guys have and this kind of family, the big Slack channels and so on that you have, I think that helps in keeping up this with this pace and with this energy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like I've seen in some university projects, the professor gives the grade and then everybody leaves and then the energy is out and nobody meets again.
True.
So I think this is the best part that you can have here.
Yep, great. That's really cool. Well, if you want to continue, there are a lot of different ways to continue. You can actually always also apply for Moshes to work for the talent pool. You can also work at Unternehmertum, or you could participate in programs, like you said, accelerators, boot camps, and so on and so forth. There's so much. And I think that is actually really awesome about Munich. Like there's also this, I don't know, like the LMU,
the Straschek
Center. Then there's also the social entrepreneurship
academy, I think. Yeah. I think this is one of the biggest benefits. That's like Munich is a big city.
Yeah.
There's a lot of companies with a lot of money out there.
Yeah.
Mittelstand and the big corporates, and they want to innovate and they know that they have to innovate. And also like Munich provides a lot of different diverse kind of people in the city.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of students and the right ecosystem to actually build on that. And as Philip said, so if you want to continue your idea, I think Unternehmertum is the right place to do so in all the different programs. And if you not want to continue and say, I want to earn money a little bit faster, then definitely apply at Moshes or maybe at Unternehmertum as well.
It's all good. No, I think actually like together you're stronger. So for example, if people ask me like, hey, where should I go? I think actually for some people it's also good. So I see many startups actually, they come to us, to Unternehmertum, then they also go to the Straschek Center, then they go to the LMU. Like they always get what they need from different partners. Right? So, and that's the best way. I mean, we're all here to help them and help flourish.
Being pragmatic there helps. So back then when I started managing more, I was also like in the bachelor's, and there's another program called CETM in Munich. And back then, like we were 22 years old, and we were like having kind of a
were you fighting?
Yeah, fighting it. CETM is not so cool, manage more is actually better and so on. And then a couple of years later, you realize these are really awesome guys there. They're doing a really, really good job. Yeah. And it doesn't make sense to be, I don't know, against each other there, but actually to try to bring these programs together.
Exactly.
Makes more sense.
That's what they're doing right now, actually.
Yeah, really?
And I think, they're doing some programs together and so on.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it's just bringing awesome people together. And I think actually tonight it's also managing more event downstairs. So.
Oh, okay, maybe I can check it out.
We can check it out.
Yeah, nice.
Nice. So now it's time, I think, for the live demos.
Yes.
So we're gonna switch to the other stage, and
we do a quick sound check at first.
Quick sound check.
Everybody can hear the people. So wait a sec.
Check. 1, 2.
Check. Does it work? Can you hear us? Not really.
Have you seen the videos before?
No.
Just right.
How about now? Check.
Give me a sec.
This looks good though.
So they all produce Kickstarter videos.
Yeah. So talk. Normally
Check. Oh, okay. Check.
Yeah, and also the live pitch.
Check.
Different quality, different dimensions.
Okay, we will see.
Okay.
So screens here.
Check.
Hey, check. Check. So works like this. Everybody has to be quiet. And they talk. Check. Hello. Can you hear us? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Nice. All right. Cool. Great. Do it. We switch the screen? No. Okay. We are Woodpinger, and I invite you to imagine a forest. It probably looks something like this, but actually during the last couple of years, the forest at many places look like that. The reason are not only high temperatures and dry summers, but actually the real killer is the Borkenkäfer, the bark beetle. It's a parasite that benefits from the climate change and reproduces exponentially with an R factor of 20. Experts expect us to lose 80% of our total forest, of our total spruce forest within the next 5 years. That is a severe problem for the forestry industry as the prices crash, but also for everybody as we are dependent on the CO2 transfer and the water. Then the only thing we can do to stop the bark beetle is to detect it early enough. For that, we have to detect it first and then cut the tree and get it out of the forest as quickly as possible. That's the only way we can stop this bark beetle infestation. Foresters or rangers are doing it currently in a manual way. So they go to the forest, they look for resin or bark beetle dust, which is very inaccurate and takes a lot of time. So they tried some stuff with aerial images, so drones, satellites, but the images you get the results you get are just too late. You can't really use them. Then they use traps, but those traps are actually just very ineffective. The actual only competitor there is the woodpecker. That's why we developed Woodpinger, a smart device for rangers and forest owners that helps us to detect the bark beetle very early. Mark will show how it works. So this is the Woodpinger. This is actually a contact microphone that is very specialized to detect bark beetle sound in the wood. So if we want to check if this tree has a bark beetle, we first got to put a nail into the tree. Then we take the Woodpinger, attach it to the nail, and then we start measuring. The Woodpinger will send the records to a smartphone device where a trained artificial neural network will evaluate if the tree has a bark beetle or not. As we can see, this tree is just fine. But if we put living larvae on the wood, the sound of the larvae moving will go through the wood into the nail, will be recorded by the Woodpinger, and will be detected by our app. So if we start the measurement again, we will hopefully see that we can actually detect those ones. Okay, nice, perfect.
Wow, nice.
Okay. Thanks, Mark. So you see with the Woodpinger, actually everybody could go to the forest and test whether a tree is infected or not. That will save the rangers a lot of time, and in the long run it will save the forest. We will retail the Woodpinger for 399 euros, and there's a corresponding app that we will offer with a subscription. Currently, only in Bavaria, there's 10 million euros spent every year just to monitor the bark beetle. The bark beetle, and that actually doesn't really stop the problem at all, it's just monitoring. There are bark beetles in Central Europe, in North America, and parts of Asia. We are Woodpinger, and together with our official partners, we will help anybody to go into the forest, detect bark beetles as early as the woodpecker. Thank you.
Wow.
Nice. That was really cool. First question that I actually have is, if you put a nail into the tree, isn't that kind of like harming the tree as well? And isn't it kind of like dying slowly as well? Isn't that bad?
Yeah.
Usually, like, we want to use much smaller nails, and that should be just fine. This is just for demonstration, and with bigger nails we get better audio information. So this is just a prototype. It's going to be much smaller.
Also, with pre's like this, they have resin, and it will just seal the little hole. It's not a problem.
Okay. And how did you come to that price? Like $400 is a huge lot of money. Like it's just a microphone, right, and the sensor.
Yeah. It actually is partly it's kind of simple technology, but when you put it together, obviously there's a price connected to that. We, however, put as a basis the money a ranger could save with just using this for 1 month, and within actually 1 month it would pay for itself. The device, the woodpicker.
Okay. And what's the complex thing of this technology? I mean, you mentioned it, a microphone and so on, and the thing detached to. Like, what's the complex thing? Like, why is it not there yet? Like, why do you come up with it right now?
I think the complex thing is the neural network behind it. So you gotta take a lot of input data. So you need to measure tons of bark beetle infested trees and trees that are not infested by bark beetles, and train a neural network and make it really robust and stable.
Okay, and probably this is also then making sure that you, because there's a lot of other noise in the forest as well,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, but the networks are really smart to distinguish between noises that trees normally make and noises from bark beetles.
Okay, cool, nice. Looks really cool.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I want to kiss something. Yeah. So this is clapping. This is like Dancing Drake, Wandering Travolta.
Yeah, I saw that.
Fast
Fast
Palm.
Palm and the glasses. Nice.
Cooles Team, huh?
Yeah, it was a great team. So I think what I liked about them is that they said basically impact-based pricing. You know, like it's $400 because it actually saves them so much money, not because it costs so much.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the next team is ready, right? Not sure.
Let's go.
Wonder how I got so fucking rich and good looking. Just watch.
Ich krieg kein Bild von euch. Ich krieg nur den Ton.
Okay, dann schalten wir schnell durch.
Aber ich sehe den Maus.
Okay.
Wir haben eben auch die Präsentation gesehen.
Now?
Kann Andi das sonst auch spielen, oder?
Nein. Ist das einfach nochmal nur euer Video?
Ja.
Okay, dann machen wir das anders.
Dann lass es so, oder?
Ja, dann lassen wir's.
Ja. Let's go.
Okay, second. Dude, wie geht das? Kannst du das?
Jetzt kannst du. Wonder how I got so fucking rich and good looking. Just watch.
Right, honestly, who would want to ride a normal bike ever again after seeing this?
I definitely wouldn't.
Okay guys, this is just our vision. This would probably cause some casualties right now, but it will be possible when enough cars rely on level 5 autonomous driving.
Instead, for now, we want to change all your boring home trainers and spinning bikes into high performance gaming machines.
We want to blur the lines between working out and gaming to create a full body gaming experience.
You could hunt monsters, be chased by zombies, fight your way through a post-apocalyptic map, and you could even play Mario Kart if you just want to do that.
You can play in single player, you can play as multiplayer, you can play in ghost mode. Unlock exciting new worlds and use your in-game money to upgrade your items.
We realized this by using VR goggles as well as attachable hardware for your bike. This is, for example, our concept for handlebar controls.
With our system, you can control your character intuitively in-game by pulling your brake levers, steering your bike, or by triggering actions on your handlebar controls.
We accomplish all this by providing a set of sensors and actuators that you can easily attach to your bike, and those can serve as an input for your gaming console or computer.
Why is this financially interesting? Right now, over $100 billion are spent every year in the gaming market, and the market is predicted to grow even more.
Whoa. Even though the VR market is estimated to be worth over $7 billion in 2020.
To get a share of this pie, we will be selling our hardware devices as well as the games, including upgrades and levels.
Our games will also be the perfect place to place advertisements in virtual spaces.
We are Pivot Live, and this is our team.
Thank you for your attention, and goodbye. That's it from our side.
Can we do one question from Sören?
Okay, one.
One.
Okay, one question. I don't want to make things slow. I saw a lot of really cool things, so if that would be already there, I would probably totally buy it. But this is also like a huge complex development. So what do you think is the MVP that you should build right now in the beginning in order to convince your first customers?
The MVP would be a set of controls that you can put on your bike where you already have a home trainer, and these could be used to control your game, for example, on your PlayStation.
Okay.
That could already be connected to a VR goggle.
Okay. So you would leverage existing infrastructure and platforms.
Yes, exactly.
What would be your favorite first game?
The zombie.
Ah,
I like that one most.
Alright, cool.
Nice. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh wow! So would you buy your bike?
Yeah, I have this kind of home trainer in my apartment.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's and basically most of the riders, they use an app called Swift. So you ride through a virtual world, but you do regular riding and doing like other crazy stuff. That would be really cool because like sitting at home in the winter, especially now, 2 hours on a Sunday, on a rainy Sunday, and just sitting on your bike and sweating, it basically your brain is dead afterwards.
Yeah.
And like if you can do some cool things with that would be really cool. Yeah, I would love that.
I just know that from the gym.
Yeah.
You're there and then you're watching television. It's kind of boring, but
it gets boring at some point. Yeah. But what I wanted is like, but I think that customer group is right because they already have an expensive bike, they already have a home trainer, so they can buy a VR and they can buy all the sensors and they can buy the game. So because it's a huge and complex and expensive setup, so I think it's probably kind of a niche market.
Yeah. And if you look at it, I mean, a friend of mine works in a bike shop, and he said like sometimes like a couple comes in and he's like, they're buying like a 10,000 euro bike.
Yeah.
And then he's like, give us two, one for my girlfriend as well. It's like, and he's like, whoa, what the fuck? Like,
I think right now you should own a bike shop. Like I went with a friend.
I
went with a friend to buy a gravel bike, and next bike was available in January. I think the next team is ready. I don't want to make things slower here.
Let's go.
Yes.
So we're almost there. So we can start? Yeah, perfect. Are you having a lot of video calls with your client over Zoom at the moment?
Video calls are here to stay. But how do you always make the best impression and look professional on your video calls? Until now, you need a lot of bulky and expensive equipment to make this possible. High quality camera, speakers, microphone, and a huge lighting setting. But we challenged all of this. And we came up with one simple solution to make sure that you always sound and look fantastic on your video calls. We want to introduce to you Envoy. And Envoy comes with killer features. First, you have high quality speakers that you can understand every nuance of what your conversation partner is saying, and also a really nice microphone that it will be the same for them. But honestly, the best thing about Envoy is the high resolution camera combined with our AI controlled lighting system. Because if you go in front of the camera, then it looks at how you are lit in your face and also at the background, and then it adjusts the brightness that you always look fantastic. And it also does the same with the color of the light. So isn't that great? I think it is. And what is the result of that? That is what you look with Envoy and without. I think it's obvious what you would like more. But we didn't stop there. We also thought not only about how we can make you look great, but also the device itself. And in production, it will look more like this. You have a plain device if it's folded, just maybe this thickness, and in a matter of seconds, you can unfold it, put the legs out, put it on your table, plug in only one USB, and you're ready to go. But there's more coming with it. You also will have an easy place where you can put your phone, and then you have the possibility to use two screens together. For example, for recruiters, then you can put the person you're talking to on the phone screen, and for example, the CV and the notes on your laptop. And the great benefits of that also, you can put the device higher, that you always have the perfect height, that you look great. And also if the camera and the screen are closer together, it looks as if you are looking the other person in the eye. So that is really great, right? What about the market size? The market is huge. We estimate that the market is around 6 billion euros, although to be honest, that's difficult really to say, but it's huge. I think everybody can agree with that. Our main target group for the beginning, recruiters, sales representatives, managers, just to make it short, everybody who represents a company to the outside world. What about competitors? Yes, there are competitors, but there's no competitor who offers all the features you really need like Envoy does. We want to thank you, and we are Stanislav, Simran, Simon, and Fabian, and I'm Patrick, and we are together Team Thinkergarten. Thank you for your attention.
Nice. Wow.
So
I think at some point you said in the midterm presentation you would buy 100 devices or something, right? Yeah.
And now they're actually there. So I don't have a credit card with me right now. So no, really cool.
Really good. Did they deliver? Like, do you think would you buy that? Would you pay for it?
I probably have to rewatch the live demo because I couldn't watch it from here that well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what I really like is the lights with the AI stuff, because sometimes like people have like too much light in their face. So
True.
I think this could be a good idea. And as they said, like having a simple setup is probably important, because I think a lot of people will be too lazy to actually like build a huge studio and so on. And people who are actually not lazy enough, they will probably not buy like a Einsteiger set like this probably. So I think this is a really good, especially right now due to Corona, this is a really good market.
And actually it shouldn't be that hard, right? Because you can buy a lot of this like professional stuff already.
Yeah.
Like all the TikTokers and
Yeah.
YouTubers and stuff, they have that, but just adapt it for the office market, right? I think
Yeah.
it's a great idea, and I think there's a lot of potential.
Yeah.
I have one question for you. So I love the way how they prototype. So they use a lot of cardboard, and then they printed out some of the design elements from other stuff like It's basically like you're just patching it together, and I love the way they prototype. Do you, in the professional life, do you do that as well?
We do that as well, and actually the companies love that. Like a lot of companies love to come over to our office and do design thinking workshops with us, because most of the time, like white collar managers, 50-year-old male, they never get to prototype and to play around, and that actually like sells really, really good in real life as well. It actually makes sense to try it really out and to grab something.
Yeah, because then you can touch it.
You can give it to somebody in his hand and say like, hey, how would you use it? And then you can see some. Like I participated in one small study for like VR meetings, and basically turned out they forgot people who wear glasses, and that was a really nice thing that we had this like early stage testing.
Yeah.
I think the next team is ready.
Let's go.
Nice.
Thanks. Right now, check your posture. Is it comfortable? But is it also ergonomic? Most of us develop a bad habit of keeping a bad posture, especially after the long phase of home office. The common solution? Posture corrections. However, as you keep a constant pull on your shoulders, they weaken your muscles, and also they don't look good when you're wearing normal shirts. So our solution, it strengthens your muscles, as you have to keep the posture by your own. It notifies you about bad posture, guides you into a good posture, and tracks your progress.
But how will it look like? As you can see, it is nearly invisible wearing it below a shirt. It has a modern look, so it is fitting the office environment, and is also customizable, so you can fit it to your wardrobe like you want it. Our solution consists of a t-shirt to which we mount our system via Velcro, and it has several sensors detecting your posture, as well as several vibration modules to give you specific feedback in the parts that are affected by bad posture. And we also have the possibility to guide you into correct posture with actuators. So, Maternus, could you please get into a poor posture, like your daily work life? As you can see in our output, the system recognizes his poor posture and gives the corresponding feedback by vibration actuators. So it is also specific to one part. So if you bend to the right or to the left, the system will recognize the corresponding part and give the corresponding feedback. All right. We also provide an app with our product, which is able to track your posture over time, and you can use it to develop a good posture habit with specific methods, and you will always stay in control of the system, as you are able to choose the vibration modes, for example, or whatever you need to fit it to your customizations. So we will also provide you with insights on which muscle parts are affected, and you can get customized feedback, for example, from your personal trainer. And we will also celebrate your progress of good posture with you. We will sell our product $250 per piece, as it is a medical product. It will be individually fitted by professionals and sold via healthcare supply stores. Despite our market is very big, as there are over 30 million desk workers in Germany, of which over 80% suffer from a posture-related pain at least once in their lifetime.
We are Team Posture, and we develop technology for your health.
So please
vote for us, and afterwards check out what experts say on our website or LinkedIn.
Great.
I just told you, like you're sitting like this,
Yeah, I
like
was
watching,
saying
like,
this.
oh, that's awesome.
I'm a bad person. But guys, like you said, desk workers, okay, like big target group. Like, which kind of people would you target first with that product? Because I think the price was also not really cheap. So where would you go first?
we would first go with the people that are already in a pain. How do we say it? They have already a treatment on it, so they already went to the doctors and want to improve their posture actively. So this is our target market for the first, but we want to get it bigger as soon as possible.
Yes. Good luck, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I would probably need that. I participated in a couple of yoga sessions over the weekend, and there was like, of course, in a yoga session, the distribution of male female is completely the opposite as in TUM. So I was like the only guy there, and I was like this, you know. And after the weekend, it was ridiculous. And the yoga teacher, they laughed at me. He said, like, "You're 29 and you can't do this. Like, you should work on that. You should come more often." Yeah.
I think actually that's so true for so many people.
Yeah.
It's insane.
And especially we already have a Corona idea again, because right now a lot of people are working from home. And like in our company, for example, we brought all of the guys like professional chairs at their home, so that they have professional chairs. But I think a lot of people don't have that, and they sit on, I don't know, kitchen desks or whatever.
Yep.
And that really, is bad for the back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Another Corona idea, and I heard it from so many people. Like, there were actually, like, the unions were fighting for ergonomic chairs and ergonomic tables, and now they're back to zero because everybody's sitting at the kitchen table.
Yeah. I think we have another couple of minutes to.
Next team is setting up.
Next team is setting up. Yeah.
Actually, it's also one of the, let's say, best-selling dropshipment products. So I'm a big fan of TikTok as well. And like, whenever there's someone saying like, "Oh yeah, I will teach you dropshipping," they always many go with the example of this bag thing.
Oh yeah.
And this would be the bag thing 2.0. So
Yes.
it would be a lot smarter, and so I think there is a need for it, and there's demand, and they could actually be unique in the marketplace.
Yes, I think these old products, they. Okay, I think I have to stop. Yeah, the next guys are ready. sorry guys that you wait.
No worries. Seeing these images, what do you think is the problem? Carrying heavy loads up the stairs have been always a problem, and it didn't really get solved with the invention of elevators. 60% of the buildings in Germany still don't have them equipped, and the vast majority of the people that we have talked to complain about this very problem, and they're willing to pay a solution for it. And that's where we come in. We give you UpDog, the Tesla of trolleys. Now, why should we just talk about our revolutionary product when we can just show you?
Good guys.
Yeah. You're on.
We don't see anything. We just see a white live demo.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay. Can you see this?
No, they can't.
Nope.
Okay.
What to do there?
Still live demo.
Nothing?
Desktop screen.
Section.
They see what you see there, so.
Oh, they see what.
Ich bin im Livestream, aber.
That's not really what we want.
Where's your settings?
Up.
So now do whatever you want to do.
All right, we're back on.
Hello, everybody. Do you hear me now? Now, okay, cool. Hello, this is Mert, and I'm going to show you our live demo. So this is UpDog. It's our current functional prototype. As you can see, the wheels are now in flat mode, and they are attached to a motor. And Tobias is going to show you now how it works.
now we have achieved our first stair. We're going to shift our wheels into the stair mode. In future, this is going to be done automatically. Now, while Tobias is going up the stairs, UpDog is going to do the work all by itself, the lifting work. Now, Tobias, go. That's it for our live demo. Thanks for watching and see you.
That was our live demo. Sorry about technical difficulties. We, as a team, we are committed to quality, and this comes in durability, longevity, and safety of our products. We are going to achieve this by doing user-focused design, as well as using high-quality materials. We have identified a wide array of user and customer needs, and we have distilled these into a differentiated products, 3 differentiated products that is geared to serve our customers perfectly. We have already a bunch of interested buyers. Now we have talked to supermarket store managers, delivery services, private nurses, as well as almost everyone we've already talked to on the street. This is a team. We are a motivated and diverse group of friends that really wants to reimagine the future of personal mobility. And this for us, this doesn't really mark the end of TMS, but rather the start of a new journey. We aim to have a ready for market product by the end of 2021, and that can only happen if we get your support. So if we get 50 pre-orders today, we can go ahead with our idea and make it into a reality. So now, go on our website, contact us, and click that buy button now. Thank you.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you very much. Last week I heard the idea, or I saw the idea, and today I see this kind of like smart wheel concept. I really like that. Which target group do you think you should tackle first? Like, because you said there's so many target groups right now. What do you think is the best entry for the market?
Well, so exactly, we have 3 products, each at a different price point that's focused on different user needs, with different carrying power, with different capacity, and different designs. There's people that care about more how it looks, like young people, and then there's people who just want to get 5 cases of beer up the stairs, like the industrial applications. We are going to start with a pilot with supermarkets. That's our plan. But at the same time, we want to do real person testing. We're gonna stand in front of the supermarket and then just talk to everyone who wants to try our products, and give them a whirl and see how they like it. They'll probably like it, and we'll sell them our product.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much, guys.
Sure
Wish you all the best for that.
Thank you.
That was really cool.
Didn't you study mechanical engineering as well?
No, computer science.
Ah, computer science.
My degree says computer science, but my skills say BWL.
Yeah, okay. Because not just BWL, because I also saw you a lot of times in the makerspace.
Oh yeah, but I had to learn all that on my own. I did a lot of mistakes, and I had to iterate on that as well. But
that's awesome.
It's really awesome. Yeah. Nice.
Okay, the team is setting up still.
Yeah. No, I was building I have a camper van, so I built the first bed. The first bed was shit. The second bed was better. Third bed is really good, and I think a couple of weeks ago it just crashed.
Oh.
So now I don't have a bed, so I have to build the fourth one now in 2 years. So I'm also doing I'm learning it the hard way there.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's really nice in the makerspace. The people are so friendly. There's Tony, for example.
Yeah, I like him.
He's a great guy, and I'm always embarrassed to show him what I did, because I'm this is how I can do it, and it's not really cool. And he's like, don't worry, it's really shitty, but you can live with that and so on. That's really nice. Yeah.
I mean, that's how you get better, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Let's
But
see the others already.
Just one question before I think they're still setting up.
Yeah.
How did you meet your co-founders?
Here also at Unternehmertum in the ecosystem, like I participate in the Manage More program, and there we met similar to here, and then we never divorced again. Yeah.
All right, we're ready.
Yeah, I think we're ready.
Let's go.
Okay. This is David. David is single and obviously out of shape. He feels very bad and he wants to get in shape to impress that special girl. That's why he got his dumbbells to work out at home. He starts training, but soon notices that his elbows hurt because he's not performing the exercise correctly. That's why he stops training, he's even more fat, and won't impress any girls. David is not the only one. 42% of the people we interviewed don't know how to perform the exercise correctly, and 45% already injured themselves while working out. That's why we created FitWise, a smart workout solution with an array of sensors that provides complete tracking of your body movements. The FitWise Smart Trainer suit is able to identify and inform you of any mistakes to your exercise execution during your home workout. This data is then used by our application, where we have a smart personal trainer that guides you through the workout. Alright guys, enough of talking, let's jump directly into it.
Okay, so as we can see now, this is more than an idea. This is an actual working prototype with sensors, machine learning, wireless connectivity, everything. Now, let me show you how this works. So the first feature that I would like to show is the automatic counting of repetitions. So when I start the exercise, the counting goes up, and if I stops, then the counting stops as well. Now, a very common mistake that people do in this exercise is not keeping their upper arm straight. So if I do the exercise like this, the app notifies me that I'm not doing the exercise correctly, and if I correct it, the message goes away. The app also helps me in keeping pace, so if I'm doing the exercise too fast, it tells me to do it slow. In that way, I finish my routine, I keep motivated, and I keep track of my results compared to the previous week.
Well, I know what you're thinking. There are a bunch of workout apps on the market. So what makes FitWise different? Our sensors collect so much data that allow us to take user interaction to another level and create even more personalized workout experience. And finally, FitWise brings you all of these features for a price hundreds of euros cheaper than any other solution of the same scope on the market. So we took a look at the current competitors on the market, on the advantages, smart mirrors and workout apps, and developed an even better solution without their disadvantages, as you can see. So let's talk about the important stuff. Let's talk about money. One FitWise kit includes a set of 4 sensors and 2 shirts for the price of 169 euros, including also a 1-year free premium app abonnement. Thank you very much for your attention, and if you want to experience this new way of working out, vote for Team 2 and help us bring the product to the market.
Thank you very much.
But why do we need the, maybe I missed that point, why do you need the shirt? Like, are the sensors directly like woven into the shirt, or?
So in the prototype, the sensors are currently in the shirt as well,
Yeah.
but of course in the real product we intend to do this completely wireless, so you don't have to worry about anything connection. You just bring the sensors. You can have multiple of these sweaters with the bases, and you can have one set of chargeable sensors, and then you can use it as many times as you want and just interchange it between different sweaters.
So you can easily click them on and wash the training suit. That's why we also sell 2. So one is in the washing machine, they can use the other one, and there's also no problem while washing them.
Can you pass us a module?
Oh yes.
Can you just pass us one?
This one? Yeah, sure.
Can
you also show the open?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So you build machine learning in there as well?
Yes, exactly.
I can imagine that's one of the biggest challenges, right? The sensors are probably not the most complex sensors, but I think the complex thing, as you just showed us, like dividing this posture into this posture and making sure that the sensor detects it. This, I think, is the biggest challenge, right?
Right. Like the thing is that people probably don't realize yet about the potential of machine learning and these technologies. Sensors are super cheap now, and we have proven in a really small concept and in 2 weeks that with this technology we can actually provide useful data that can actually help people to keep motivated, to do exercise, and to work out at home, especially now during coronavirus, for example.
Yeah.
So many Corona teams, huh?
Yeah. And I think this also adds, like I said earlier with the bike team, like working all at home and collecting all this data. Like me myself, I'm a kind of a data nerd, so whenever I train, if there's no data of the training actually doesn't really count, you know. And then I said, fuck, I didn't start the app, so like the running is not really counting. So I really like that app, and it really helped me. Yeah.
So Philip, you better look for your dumbbell.
Yeah. I'm get one for me and Jan. We're both looking for it. We need it.
Just search it up.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good stuff, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I love the special effects from Andy.
Oh yeah. What is that on? I didn't see this one.
It's Drake dancing.
Yeah. Just I saw that. Oh no. But I laughed. Did you see like when he did the live demo and it actually worked and the team in the back was like, they were like, yes, the live demo works. I love that energy and the guys in the front were like, of course it works. Of course it works.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I love that. I love that energy. Yeah.
Yeah, live demos are always tricky.
Yeah.
So, do you as well have that sometimes that still live demos fuck up, or how do you like live demo? Do you do that in your professional life?
We have to do it. I think in like working agile way together, you don't really have a super big plan in the beginning, but you actually just start developing and then you showcase something every 2 weeks in a sprint review. So you have to do the live demos, and of course things can go wrong. But I think especially in a company with a good fail culture, this can always happen. You just need to make sure that the deadline for the features is not 1 hour before the live demo. So deadline has to be 1 day before that, and then you test everything, and then all the bugs come up, and then you can fix it for the live demo actually. So that, but I think this is for the guys here hard thing to achieve because you have such little time period, and I mean achieving this in 10 days is crazy. It's crazy.
I think the crazy thing is that you have to find an idea, you have to validate it, and build the prototype, right?
Yeah.
We used to have a feature freeze a day before, before the final demo day, but now we kind of had it with all the videos. So all the teams had to finish the thing to do the videos, but I'm still bigger fan of the live demos. Let's see the next live demo.
Yes.
Videos.
Hi, so this is Nina. Nina recently moved to another city for a new job. However, in the evening, Nina doesn't often feel very well. But now, Nina uses Lumut. Lumut is a mood light combined with mood tracking. So Nina picks up Lumut and she chooses her color by rotating Lumut, and every color indicates a different mood. So here she chooses blue to show, well, she feels lonely. This emotion now gets automatically tracked into our app. At the same time, this is Andy, he's also using Lumut, and when he feels the same way, he also chooses blue, and now Lumut matches them both anonymously, just indicating them through visual feedback that they are not alone with their emotion. And according to expert, this is half the rent for getting better. And finally, Nina can also review any mood at any time in our app and learn through recommendations how to deal with her feelings. We are Lumut and we want to enhance your self-care, and that's pretty important because 25% of all people will have mental health problems once in their life. But it's also a $4 billion market opportunity, which is also reflected by current startup valuations. We want to tap into this opportunity by selling our product and offering pro services through subscription and finally also signing partnerships. We are The Mood, and we think that we offer the best way to establish a routine for self-reflection, combining both the physical and digital world. But now let's have a look into our product. So, whenever you may forget to track your mood, the mood is reminding you in a subtle and pulsating way to do so. So, then you pick up the mood, and by moving or rotating the mood, you can change the color. And as I said, every color is reflected in is reflected by one emotion. So here blue stands for loneliness. You then lock the emotion by putting it back onto a base and get a visual feedback again. And now, if another person also uses the mood and also tracks loneliness, then both of them get the visual feedback. And as I said earlier, they can check out the Mood app for seeing how the mood evolved over time. And finally, we also provide them with recommendations and hotlines. We are Team The Mood, and we are happy to talk to you afterwards. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, most important question from my side, like, did you test it with people who actually have mental problems, and then what did they say was the benefit of it? Because I don't really understand like how that actually helps me when I'm like in a bad mood and I have this hardware device. I can also use an app and I don't know, go on Tinder or whatever.
Yeah, there are two problems we want to tackle. So first of all, people who have this kind of mental health issues, they need to establish a routine to think about their problems. This is the first step. And the other step is they need to be aware that they are not alone, because then it helps them to open up to other people and talk to them about their problems. So what we thought is there's a big market for all this kind of apps, but we think with this kind of physical device you can get into a more mindfulness routine and it delivers you more value. But of course we also have connected it to an app to have this digital side of the whole game. But we talked to experts, we spent a whole day in the mental health cafe in Munich, and those interviews confirmed that we're on the right way.
Okay, cool. I mean, if it helps, then I'm super happy about that. But of course, for me, it's like hard to evaluate it. But thank you very much, guys, and then I wish you all the best for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you use any apps like Calm, Headspace?
Yeah.
You should more?
Yeah,
or?
I should more. Like now on the weekend when I did this yoga class as well, I also downloaded the Calm app again, and now of course I'm on premium again and want to use it every day, and then you kind of get lost in the.
But that's why actually I think it's a great idea, because it's like a physical reminder.
Yeah, probably it's better to like get rid of the app, because I also like I started reading with the Audible, not how's it called, the Kindle app on the phone, and then of course if you get all the push notifications during reading, it really distracts you. So I think with that app it's actually similar. If you have a dedicated product that actually like gets you away from the phone, that probably can help. Yeah.
Have you seen the Netflix documentary about
no.
social networks?
No.
Oh my god, it's crazy. Like I don't know, sometimes like just the innovations, also the phone and all the apps, not always
good.
Not always good for you as a human being, you know?
Yeah, I saw that there's a like maybe 2 or 3 years ago a big movement of people from these companies actually leaving the companies, because they said like we found out we didn't build only good things for.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's also the point. Like for example, when they built the products, they didn't have in mind that like 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds would be
also using the products. Yes.
All these apps, like
yeah.
I saw. Yeah, we're drifting off. But interesting.
We are not. It would be an interesting podcast of us two talking about mental health problems, because you wouldn't think that we are actually experts in that.
We should do that, and I think actually, so I met a few entrepreneurs where they actually were burned out Like they were like going crazy. How was it for you? Did you have a roller coaster ride when you started Moshes? Like, did you have a burnout ever?
Not really. In the beginning, everything is fun, everything's cool and so on. But after a couple of years now, responsibilities grow. The company is, I don't know, 100 employees right now. So you actually have a real, especially in Corona, you have a real burden of, company's not going well, and you have salaries and a lot of pressure from investors and so on. And now I'm doing like this routine where I go on into the mountains for a couple of days every year, and I reflect myself and do the yoga things and so on in order to be aware of these kind of things. Yeah, and also in the group of us five, we were 5 founders. We talk about that a lot because it only makes sense if we have the energy for a marathon, not only for a sprint. Yeah.
Bill Gates does it as well. It's called Think Week.
Yeah, I heard about it. When I did it, somebody wrote me, "Oh yeah, Bill Gates does it as well." I was like, "Yeah, like of course Bill Gates and me."
same wavelengths. There's actually
next team is ready, right?
I know. Just want to say there's actually a cool blog post by one of your other co-founders about like the disillusionment about when he turned 30.
Oh yes.
And so on and so forth. So there's a good blog on the Moshes website.
Yeah.
Check it out. Let's hear the next team.
Nice.
If humans could fly, they'd consider it exercise and never do it. This quote by Ron Swanson describes a situation we all know. Even though we know how to do something, we still don't do it. Ben has the same problem. He has limited time to practice on his piano, and he wants to play the parts that are fun, and so he doesn't play the parts that are actually difficult, and he never makes any progress. Musicon helps people like Ben. So he doesn't have to worry about what to play, but still learns a lot in a little time. We developed an app that splits up the song in different parts, and then lets Ben repeat the one that he still struggles with a lot more than the ones he already knows. To make it even easier, Musicron automatically detects how good Ben plays, and then it shows him what areas he still has to work on. This could be rhythm, loudness, or notes. Over time, Musicon can predict what Ben struggles with, even in new songs, because it learns from his previous experience. Musicon combines a learning plan based on spaced repetition with automatic feedback and analysis. So all Ben has to do is to play. And it also sets us apart from other apps like Piano Practice Assistant or Flowkey. But playing should also be fun. So we also developed an add-on for the piano, which is LED lights that indicate which keys to play. Let's see it in action in our video. Here you can see how Ben chooses a song he wants to play. And then the notes are on the screen, so he can play them from the screen. And when he starts playing, the LED lights show him which keys he should play, and also in which tempo. Afterwards, Ben can see how well he played in the categories notes, rhythm, and loudness. And back in the menu, he can see overall how he performed in the song. And when he goes to his profile, he can get the statistics of all the songs he's played before and see where his difficulties lie. Piano teaching apps have lots of downloads on Play Store. For example, Piano by Musician has reached over 500,000 downloads in just 1 year. Flowkey has over 1 million downloads, and Simple Piano over 10 million, showing that there's a high demand in this area. Musicon can be used by any instrument. But to start, we wanted to look on advanced piano players in Germany that are between 14 and 40 years old. Within this target group, we can make an annual revenue of about 1.8 million euros, provided that every subscriber pays €3.99 per month. But after developing even more features, we can address an even higher market and also a higher price. We are Johannes, Paul, Sven, Stefan and Isabel, and we are Musicon. Thank you for your attention, and please vote for us. Thank you.
I'm in. I want to try it later, like myself. I love it.
You can come down and play it.
I really love the hardware extension, like seeing, like because I'm a total beginner, I would be a total beginner for that. But what do you guys do differently compared to other learning apps for pianos in terms of the simple app? Like, of course, the hardware is probably different, but what's different in terms of the app?
So a lot of apps focus on like the early beginners that like need to be taught which key to press and don't know how to read notes. A lot of the apps are also out there. They're like completely like not focusing on actually learning piano, but like maybe just doing it for fun, just learning one song. And what we do is we want to help the people who actually want to learn something and help them like kind of setting up a learning structure for them so that they don't like, because a lot of people don't have a lot of time to practice their instrument. So we want to set up a plan for them so they can actually learn the parts that they still need to improve on and not like play what they think is fun, because then they don't have any progress and they take much longer to learn and to kind of go forward.
Okay. Cool. Actually, I stopped learning the ukulele because I was like, I watched YouTube videos and all these. I tried these products, and I don't know. There were some hard parts where I would always get stuck, and I thought it sounds stupid, so I stopped. So
I think actually we talked about it earlier, like having a hardware extension of the product, of the app, like actually makes it easier to really use it, because I think humans still like react to these kind of other whatever that's called in English,
like tangible,
better in a way than just in an app. So because I think there are so many apps that optimize your behavior or want to learn you something and just like don't open them anymore.
And I mean, like, just like when you look at your phone, like there's so many apps. I hate installing any more apps, and I would always like there's so many apps I can't even use them all. And if I have a physical representation, I think actually it's good for customer loyalty as well. So if you as a startup have some connection to the physical world of your customer, then it might actually be a good idea. But do you
probably, of course, makes the start harder. You know?
That's true.
Like I think building a software company or what we did, building like a service company, is like of course way easier, because you don't have that much of an investment in the beginning and that much of a risk in the beginning. Because if they just have an app, of course they can just like release it, and if it fails, it fails. And with hardware products, you have to produce them and find some suppliers and so on. A couple of friends of mine who have hardware product or build hardware products, then like negotiating and finding people in China that actually build that stuff for you in a proper quality, it's super difficult, because this whole network is crazy and everybody wants to give you the best solution for cheap price and so on. And this is of course one downside in like starting the business in the beginning if you just want to start something. So maybe starting with the app would be better.
Software startups are easier.
Hard claim, but probably in the beginning is. I think the next team is ready.
You ready, guys?
Presenter is not working anymore.
Yes.
Technical difficulties.
Okay. Okay, I think now it works. Okay, guys.
Ready to go. Or not.
No. Okay. Hold up.
Okay, it's super buggy. Can we try the other one?
Talk for a second.
Yeah, all right. Maybe like you have one team member that was also doing. I think it was a guitar project, right? What did he do? Do you remember what I mean? Some.
No, I don't really.
No, right.
We didn't practice this moderation.
No. It's all live. So
broke this.
I was just wondering, but you do these kind of hackathons where your employees just can build whatever they want.
Oh yes,
right?
yeah. So we call
projects.
Discovery, and there all people can bring in their own ideas and build something, small hackathons, and then of course we use it to show clients that we're actually experts in new technologies, because we already tried them out. Yes.
Okay, let's try.
Now we're ready. Perfect.
So second round. Oh.
Now we're showing normal picture.
What the hell? What's it not showing in the picture?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, third try. Let's hope for the best. Press the thumb. Okay, so our world is getting more and more digital. So no wonder that actually 90% of parents want their kids to learn programming.
However, none of them wants to educate digital zombies just looking at their smartphones like this little guy here. But what many people miss is that there's actually a lot more to programming than just writing code. Actually, it all starts with logical thinking. So understanding how cause and action are in one relation. And then the next step, it's all about computational thinking. So putting all these actions in an order which can be algorithmically executed. And lastly, it's about programming. So writing high-level programming languages like JavaScript or Python. And we identified an educational gap right there in the middle. A lot of games and educational material for logical thinking, and a lot of tutorials for programming. But this little middle layer, computational thinking, is neglected. And that's what we built Professor Quark for. A physical toy for the digital world. It works without any kind of screens, and it's just the physical things you see here. And it's an easy to understand, simple, tangible programming language. But now, let's have a deeper look how it really works. So, in the beginning, you need to set up your level. So we got this puzzle mat over here, which is again not working, technically. So we recorded this to really prevent things not happening, but it's not.
Click it.
Yeah, it should start now. Okay. The whole computer is frozen.
Oh, it's all right. Take a breath. It's okay.
Ich kann auch nichts mehr klicken.
You just cut it out later.
Sorry, I was in social media right now.
It's all right.
No, because I'm getting some messages because some people like watch the live stream and say like,
cool. You want to say hi to your mom?
Hi mom. I'm famous now. I actually, I just thought about the Gemisches Hack podcast, where you watch, hear it as well. What I really like about them is that you kind of like see how, or you hear how they became more famous, you know, and they talk about that actually in the podcast. And I think we are the same right now. Like this is our first thing on the stage, and now, like a couple of years later, we're the most influential startup live event in the world, I would say.
It's got to be big.
Yes.
But right now, it's.
Now we need this one for that. We need this one for that. Do we get that? No.
Can we get that one? See? Wait, when we get big.
When we get big, we have proper equipment. Like this is made out of wood. I don't know.
Next time. It's all right. But
I'm looking forward to that team. I think they have they had something really cool in the first presentation last week, and I'm really curious to see that.
I feel really bad for them.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Don't worry about it. Like, relax, breathe. We still have a little bit of time. So just to give the audience an outlook.
Yeah, what will happen next?
We're gonna have the award ceremony, so you can find out who are the best teams. So who built the best idea, who built the best prototype, who has the best startup potential or the most startup potential. So we hear that by you and other judges, by the other mentors, at 4:30. And then, we're going to say goodbye. And then we're going to go to a beer garden. And I heard you're going to buy some beers.
Yes, I also heard that.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Super cool. So where are we going actually? Do you know?
I think it's called. No, I can't say it because then it's a public party
I
and
know.
all the thousands of people watching that will then come. No, I think it's in Alte Heide, near Alte Heide, Gericke Park. I have never been there, but it's close to my office, so it's also quite good for me because I have to go there later. Yes.
Actually, in the past, like we did like legendary after parties. This year is the first time we don't have it.
Yes, I've been part of these parties, and I then saw at some point everybody having fun, and then some people staying there in the corner like, "What the fuck? We have to clean it up before Helmut comes tomorrow in the morning."
I know.
Helmut shouldn't find out about this.
All right, we're ready. Let's try again.
Yes.
Okay, so now I think we need to mostly improvise. Is there any picture here? No, I guess not. So then I take just this little duck to give me a little bit more confidence for the next levels. So what you do for the pitch when you start is you use this nice little puzzle mat that we have here, and you need to puzzle together your level. So there are different symbols on the puzzle mat elements, and you need to navigate this duck from the start field to any kind of end position. So you need to figure out, okay, what are the logical steps to get there? Is it going right, left, right? What are the movements that you need to do? And then you take this wooden cube here, where there are different movement positions on there, and you need to use that one to encode the movement of the duck. So let's try it out now, and hope that at least our prototype works. So now we encode a straight movement. Where is the straight movement? Here's the straight movement. And we hope that it's not jumping down, because that was actually not planned. So little duck, please stay with me. That was okay for the thing that broke beforehand. So, and in the end, you hopefully achieve your goal position and you solve the puzzle. So that's our main goal. And now I take you back, so I have some emotional comfort. And we talk about the educational goals. So what are the things that we wanted to achieve with this little duck here? So one is to foster computational thinking. So you need to think ahead and figure out what's the right route. And then we want to develop empathy, because normally you can also discuss these movements with each other and say like, okay, Simon, what do you think? Is it straight? Is it right? You never know, right? And you need to work together to solve the puzzle collaboratively. And lastly, you can also build your own levels, so it nurtures your own creativity and imagination. So our early adopters are educated, well-situated parents, mostly with a technical focus. The kids should be aged between 4 to 6 years, and we identified first-time parents actually as the most suitable group for our game. And the pricing scheme is also quite simple. You can't see it now, but you need to envision it now. So we have a basic set which look like this for 150 euros, and then you can buy add-ons for it for 25 euros each set, with like new heroes, Professor Quark's colleagues, for example, and new levels and new designs for 25 euros a set. And lastly, let's round it up here. What's our vision, right? It's educate the innovators of tomorrow. So we want our kids to really understand the things that are making our world work, so that they can develop them further beyond our imagination. And that's a team. Now we can go physically here. That's our team behind Toymakers. That's Michi, Simon, and Flora. And that's our lovely Professor Quark, the only thing that worked today, so let's hope that I'm not blocking the And now you can visit us downstairs and see Professor Quark in action, because he's waiting for you guys to play with him. And even though we had some technical difficulties, we still appreciate if you vote for us. So see you down there.
Oh wow, cool.
Great. I'm sorry, guys, that this technical difficulties happened for you. I think, if yeah.
Can we have it? Can you give it?
Yeah, can you give it to us maybe? Nice. Now I also have more confidence in this situation here right now.
Yeah, emotional confidence.
Yeah. Yes. I love the idea. I love the idea, especially everybody's talking about Fachkräftemangel and people not having enough people studying computer science and so on. So starting really, really early on and making the first steps. Nice. Yeah, I want to do that too. But I will
it's tempting, right? Yeah. It's like I want to do it too.
I will choose right.
Woohoo! Oh yeah!
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
oh no! Yeah,
that's all right.
It has to be that way. It has to be that way. Let's put this one here for that. Oh no! It doesn't work anymore.
Andy, can we do the
special effects? Don't work anymore.
Facepalm.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. No, but I think it has a great potential of I think a lot of parents, when the kids are really small, they think about teaching English, teach whatever. They should listen to music, to children and so on, but really early on being able to talk to computers and learning how to talk to computers is one essential skills of the future. So I like the idea.
So I had a computer when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
386er.
Yeah. I don't know that. I'm way younger than Philip. So.
I'm old. No, you're not. Anyways, a different topic. So my point is like, I had a computer, but I never learned to program because I didn't have Mr. Quark. Because there was just, as you could just, I don't know, use Word and play some games, but I didn't have any gamification for learning how to program. So I would have loved that for myself. And I think for everybody else, especially small kids, it's better than just being passive in front of an iPad or iPhone and just having some fun with it, right?
Amazing.
Because later on, like my boss just told me that his kids have Tinkerbots.
Okay.
And then, you know, they get more advanced. There are more advanced levels where you can actually, I don't know, program the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Like Lego Serious Play, Lego.
Yeah, Serious Play, I heard that.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, so you know, it's just to catch them, right?
Yes, and I think it's a great product to build in this kind of setup here because you have like physical stuff and like everything connected, and you can build a lot of stuff in that makerspace. I think I have to go down now to the ceremony, and I feel like in soccer when like the commentators are talking, and then it's like I have to go down to the after game analysis.
Yeah.
So I'm out here.
All right.
Thank you very much for having me here, and you'll see me guys later downstairs.
Perfect. Don't forget your mask.
Yes, of course.
Awesome.
Downstairs, I need that.
Nice. So that was it for now. So I think they're going down. Andy, do you want to join me here? Come on, just join me. Perfect. So let's try this one more time.
That's great.
I love that.
Memes should also work.
Memes
I'll
should
try.
work. Wait, so we didn't actually plan this break. So we didn't plan this break.
I would say this is better.
This is better? Oh, yeah. We still wait. I think we're having so much fun. It's awesome.
I think we have a break of like at least 5 minutes because they have to set up ceremony downstairs.
Oh, okay.
And they actually started stealing part of the background up here.
Oh yeah.
So
wait,
you can go for the chat.
Yeah, let's see some interaction with the with the guys.
Scroll down, you see the chat there.
Wait, what else?
Oh, there's the chat.
There you go.
So
actually, guys, where are you from? I see Jerome is online. Hi, Jerome. What's up? Who else is there? Andy, more tech. We need more tech.
More tech.
You have some Nerf guns. So guys, what are you? Where's the chat? Where are you based right now? Are you all from Munich or anywhere else? Do we have people from outside of Germany tuning in? I think there's a small lag.
Yeah, it's like 5 to 10 seconds.
Okay. Guys, so where are you all from? Nice.
The real question is actually somebody reading the chat?
I don't know.
We have one person from Munich.
Nice. Any alumni here?
No. I can play a commercial.
Yeah, can we play a commercial? Let's play a commercial.
We interrupt this video to bring you a special message from iFixit. Bring you iFixit by the makers of iFixit. Got a crappy graphics card? That's okay. Fix it with iFixit. iFixit has all the tools you need to make your life better. Got a dirty phone screen? That's okay. You can fix it with iFixit. Thirsty? That's okay. Fix that thirst with iFixit. Refreshing. Use iFixit to fix your computer or even just upgrade it. Cool. iFixit can fix anything, even this and this. Got a problem with your friend? Fix him too with iFixit. They'll appreciate it. Guaranteed.
Disclaimer, iFixit does not actually cause spills, fix friends, fix cars, fix tires, or fix things that are not designed to be fixed with iFixit tools. But that's okay, because iFixit is cool anyway.
To find out more, click the link in the description below. Yeah, iFixit Explosion.
No, that was actually just a joke. Just a joke commercial. Oh well, so let's talk. Let's interact on the chat a little bit. We have Max.
Hi.
How much time do we have?
I think around 10 to 15 minutes.
10 minutes. All right. Cool. So can we do a fixed time? Maybe like 4:45.
Let me check which time it is. I think 4:45 works. We're still setting up everything for the votes downstairs and should work in a second.
And we can see now what you're setting up.
Ah,
yeah, I
perfect.
put the camera downstairs so that we can see the teams voting.
don't
and
stay
being-
here.
yeah, just sitting down for a moment.
It's pretty hot under the mask, huh?
Yeah, and organizing and shifting the camera around.
So what was your team? So you're an alumni as well, right?
Yes.
So why did you come back?
Why did I? Because I started a PhD, obviously, so I need some teaching credits.
Ah.
So like for the formal requirements. But then I joined ThinkMakeStart because it was just fun teaching. Normally I'm doing C++ programming and databases, which is fun, of course. But now I can also do something completely different for 2 weeks, which is mind-opening. It's like a vacation for me because I'm not doing actual vacation, but doing different projects, seeing the startups, and for me it's personally interesting, and also to see and help the teams with coaching them also from another perspective.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
I think it's always super challenging, and for me, I have basically 9 startups right now.
Yes.
I'm like thinking with every startup, I'm like, okay, so what would they do? What would I do if I were them and stuff? So you do get a lot of different perspectives, and it's super tiring, right?
Yes, and you have to keep track of everybody who is asking for the right tech to build your prototype. And for example, who needs, like for example, Team 9 who just used the screwdrivers to achieve their problem, not screwdrivers, the drills, and solve their problem without too much
tech
gears
actually.
and tech
Yeah,
actually.
exactly,
But it works, it goes up the stairs, and that's nice.
Yeah. So actually you're supporting a big company in Munich as well with a similar program, right?
Yes.
What do you think is the difference between the two?
The difference is that we give them more time to actually look into the problem. So at the big company we're working at, usually the company itself knows what are the problems to tackle, and here the students have at least 5 days to go into what to solve.
Mm.
For me as a techie, and I can totally relate to the people there, it's pretty hard to go into the problem focus because from day one I want to build something.
Yeah.
I want to think in solutions.
Yeah.
And we can't just build something, and I think the team Pivot, they pointed it out pretty nicely. So they thought a lot about what to build actually, and in the end they switched to their nice their gaming experience, which I think that's an awesome demo there, what they built there, and awesome trailer, and just thinking about problems at the beginning for a techie, that's so hard, and we are helping them so much with it, and actually giving sense to prototyping, because we have guys, last time we had one who was like, day one, he brought his big gaming PC with him and said, oh, I want to build it in CAD right on day one, I want to print it out, and then I'm done on day 3. Why do we have 10 days? So
that's right.
You have to convince them that prototyping is important and iterate to find a solution.
I remember also here, our first day, students came, we were asking, hey, can we have that from the hardware library or this from the hardware library? And we're like, no, you can't.
Yeah, especially this year we can't because of Corona, but
but yeah, that's another thing that's actually cool about ThinkMakeStart is that you have like a big assortment of tech here, right?
Yes.
So anything from sensors to I know graphic cards for AI and stuff.
Yeah,
like
we
that,
can
right?
look whether we can open their prototype. Is it glued together? Do you know that?
This one.
This one. Let's look at it on the live stream. That's pretty nice when you look down. It's falling apart a bit.
So this is.
Yeah, that's actually what they bought.
I know, yeah.
To start with it in the beginning, which is pretty smart to.
It's from China, right? Like
I think it's from China. I'm pretty sure. And now you can't see it for unfortunately, so I'm taking it a bit apart.
Sorry.
Sorry. So you see here.
Actually, it all works, right?
Yes.
You see it.
It's still lighting, so I didn't
Yeah.
switch it off. It's only 5 volts, shouldn't be too bad. And they put 2 Arduinos here, which is driving the whole thing. They need 2 because they don't have enough input pins. Connected one to this big switch to press start, and there's an RFID reader in there. They also bought, and so they connected these parts together in the Bluetooth module, which communicates.
Oh, check it out! The team is looking. Hey guys, what's up? So who built it? Can you point like who built the hardware and who built the software?
I think they can't hear us because I muted the computer there,
okay,
so they are looking a bit confused.
Okay.
I can't hear you because that one as well.
So is it? What do you think? Like, is it? It's pretty. Is it advanced or like was it hard for them or?
Yeah, I think testing is the hard part because what we didn't see is how hard to actually get that one moving because it just has 2 motors and does not really know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to try out how far to drive, how much to rotate because the batteries, the voltage of the batteries is going down, and the lower the voltage is, the less it drives. So at the first time it's driving perfect, and then it's going not enough or turning not enough. Okay, and I can explain it to you, and it's easily, but they tested it at kindergarten, and you can't explain the kids like, well, you're the second one, it doesn't work as good as with the first one.
Wow.
So they had to fiddle around with that and add an extra sensor for it.
Super interesting. Wow. And what did you build when you were at Big Mac Start?
We built a lot of stuff actually. So we tried to solve the problem of a messy kitchen, and that's why we prototyped baskets to put into the dishwasher, so that you can empty the whole tray in one action. So you need 5 seconds instead of 50. And then we wanted to build a huge unit for the kitchen top to store all these crates of cups, to take the cups out and to make a clean kitchen. Unfortunately, it didn't work out because of safety reasons, so we had to move the crates on top, and you could put your fingers in there, and building something which is completely safe is pretty difficult. And then
what was it called again?
I think it was Tidy Up.
Tidy Up.
Yeah, Dishwish was last year. They built the cleaning dishwasher, it's called, just by the kitchen tap for students.
So why should informatics students apply for Think Make Start?
Because they actually can work with hardware, which is I think pretty challenging in some parts. But in the studies we learn programming, we learn all the theories, and now we can work in an interdisciplinary team and work on something which actually lights up, and it isn't too hard if you get the point.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really nice opportunity to actually build hardware and to flash the Arduino. I think most of us are already trying it at home, and to do that in an interdisciplinary team and see what's possible also in 5 to 10 days of prototyping. That's impressive.
I think that's also that's always really interesting because suddenly the mechanical engineers start programming and the informatics guys, they start building hardware.
Yes.
But it's fun because I think your learning is accelerated like crazy because so if I want to learn programming, I can just turn around and ask you like, hey, like this code doesn't work, why doesn't it work? And you can just look and be like, change this and that. And suddenly like we're a perfectly complementary team and
and
really
we coaches,
cool.
we have to improvise as well. Like Andy here improvised all this, our complete YouTube studio. Which works
it's super
nice.
great. Yeah. I think
Okay.
you need it downstairs.
For the tech.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. I'm just putting it back together so it doesn't fall apart.
That's a good idea. Nice. So actually we can see the stream downstairs on the bottom right. This is the lecture hall, how it's built usually. During the time of the event, these were all group tables with lots of space in between because of Corona. It's lagging. Yeah. But yeah, it's a great environment. It's super awesome because right next door there's a makerspace with over 80 machines, everything from 3D printers to laser cutters, welding gear, wood workshop, electronic workshop, anything. What's up, Andy?
I brought a mouse.
Great. Good to have you back.
Yeah.
Shall
Remote
we?
controlling. If my eyes wouldn't be that bad.
Can we? So, guys, what are you interested in? Oh, hello from Denmark. Camilla Hansen. Camilla! What's up, Camilla? Thanks for tuning in. That's great. Camilla was also a coach. She's from Denmark, and she is actually a researcher. So she's collaborating and writing papers about Think Make Start. Nice. Karl Schulz, thank you guys for the show. Very impressive stuff. Thank you for tuning in, Karl. Hope to see you next time as a participant. All right.
Karl. You know Karl.
With some people from
If I'm not 100% wrong, Karl already participated.
Karl.
Angsa.
Oh, no way! So actually he would be sitting right next door, right?
Yeah, he would.
Maybe
Who's coming in?
Maybe we can go catch him.
Who's that?
We have four more minutes. Karl is sending a smiley. All right.
Greetings to Lukas. I remember all of your names now after 1 year.
Nice.
So, I think they broke their Zoom call.
Muhammad, you said, thank you for the presentation, miss participating in Think Make Start. You did participate in Think Make Start actually a few times, right? In the corporate version where we mix students and corporates to build prototypes together. So, but actually now you're in a startup, right? And yeah, it's just awesome to see the people in the ecosystem taking on different roles and so on and so forth. So if you want to find out what your journey could be, you can join us at Hack and Talk. It's a monthly meetup, or just check out the website of unternehmertum.de. And yeah, we're happy to give you some advice at the meetup Hack and Talk. Just go to meetup.com/Unternehmertum, and there you can meet us and talk to us in person. All right. They're getting busy down there. Jan, have you made a decision? Rafai, an alumni from TMS batch number 8 is there. Perfect. Maxi Berger, hey, what's up? Jerome is in Bali. Crazy stuff.
Jerome is in Bali?
Yeah. Camilla.
Okay.
Nice.
I think we're getting up to speed down there.
Is there a send-off party for Jan? Yes, there is tonight. Don't know if there's another one. Andy, where is the beer garden tonight? Do you remember?
Nope, and you don't shout it out at the live stream because we have blocked space because of Corona. We have to reserve and nobody else can come.
Okay. Sorry, because of Corona, no
public party.
No public party. Only reserved tables. All right. Can you display all the inventions, not only the Quark team? Yeah, Axel, I would love to, but they took all their prototypes with them downstairs. You can check out the website or the YouTube channel. So, right, check out the
Okay, I think they're getting ready.
TMS YouTube channel. There you will find all the pictures, and yeah, I think also the website www.thinkmakestart.com. Yeah, I'm pretty curious who's gonna win in terms of the make prize, the best prototype, and also the best startup potential. Let's see who the jury picked. Usually I'm in the jury, but right now I have to improvise the transition. There's one thing about the audience award, and that's there was a mistake or a hiccup with Menti. So actually we have, let me check. Let me see. So we have Team 9 with 1,900.
Refresh.
Oh, it's even more now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So yeah, there was a hiccup with the voting tool. So we have Team 2 with 2,200 votes. We have Team number 6 with 1,900 votes. And yeah, it's there was a mistake, but doesn't matter. We do a peer review, so I think all the participants are voting, right?
I think actually Jan will explain this in a minute, but as
Yeah.
far as I know, there will be 2 prizes for this today.
Okay.
But we will see in a minute or 2.
Yeah.
Looks like final prep.
The
bad timeline.
Stupid Menti.
This is not working there.
Ah, damn it. All right. Andy, why do you think people should participate in Think Make Start or TechFest and talk to the camera?
Or Think Make Start or TechFest should be different reasons. In Think Make Start, primarily to learn something because it's a great format, and you can really do something in 2 weeks. So Think Make Start if you really want to learn something in deep, and TechFest if you want to try out something fast and have some fun. Guys, if you can hear us, we don't hear you because you're muted.
Yeah. Can you hear us? Give us a thumbs up.
I think they can. They react.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's not muted anymore.
So, please.
So I have to check if they can hear us on the live stream as well.
Yeah.
Too loud of a stream. All right. So we have decided, and the audience has decided. Times are special this year. We go digital, and that's why we're introducing a 4th prize. There are going to be 2 Think prizes this time. One for the audience that we collected online, which was, yeah, you know what it was? And then we had another peer review between the teams. So they're going to be 2 Think prizes this time, all right? And of course, a Make prize and a Start prize. So the Think prize is awarded for the best idea, all right? That's why there's an iPhone. The most innovative idea, the most creative idea, the biggest problem. There was a peer review amongst your teams. Every team voted for another team. And there was the audience review that you had on Weissfood, and we also looked at the YouTube links. The Make prize is given for the most sophisticated and advanced prototype. Okay? And the Start prize is going to be given for the most potential business idea. To hand over the prizes and announce the winners, I will first ask Martin Frank to come to me. Yeah. He's an industrial designer, and he helped us, and he helped especially the teams to sketch. He gave a sketch workshop on the pre-event. He also helped the teams ideate on how to solve the problems that they identified. This is Martin, and as we said, there are 2 Think prizes, so he's going to award 2 Think prizes. So we'd like to both teams after each other to come here to take some photos. As we're only having 5 small awards right now, one of the teams is getting their rest awards at the post event. So let's start with the audience award. Right? So who won in terms of most votes on Mentimeter? And yeah, Martin knows the results.
So the winner for the Think Prize audience goes to Finwise.
What was it? Device?
Picture. Yeah, 1 minute, one second. together. No, closer.
Closer.
Team.
Thumbs up. And hand over the prize, please. Yeah.
2, 1, middle.
Yes. Martin, geh mal raus.
Right.
All right. Thanks.
Okay.
Poor guy.
Second ceremony. We need the prize again.
Nice. So these were the fitness guys.
Yeah.
So,
They were doing that.
Your voting goes to
peer voting.
peer vote.
So now the peer review.
Mm-hmm. So actually, what the teams voted for the other teams, because
Yeah. Who was it?
hacking in the online contest. To be honest, I didn't get it.
Who is it? Ah, the woodpecker. Nice.
Can you open the chat?
Definitely.
Because I'm not at the control station anymore. So I don't know if they can hear anything.
All right.
yeah.
Nice, ja.
He would have needed one of those.
Thank you, guys.
These were the Start Awards. Now, for the Make Prize, I'm gonna ask Sören to join. You already know him from the pitches.
Hello, guys. Oh, nice. How cool is that? This is my Make Prize, I think. Great. Yeah, so it was a hard decision. We saw a lot of really great prototypes and great products. For me personally, of course, combining software and hardware is one crucial thing and one really cool thing. So the Make Prize of this year goes to the toy makers. I'm part of the toy makers now.
Yes. Okay, thumbs up. Thanks.
Nice. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Nice.
One more applause.
Now, last but not least, we're gonna award the Start Award for the highest potential business idea. And for that, I'm gonna ask Martin on stage, who has done the pitch training with the teams, and he knows everything from the perspective of an investor. So Martin, let us
Probably
know.
not everything, but a few things. Yeah, it was a really hard decision because there are a couple of teams with great markets. Some of you have huge markets, some of you have some more focused niche markets, and I think both can work in the beginning. In the end, you need kind of big market, and yeah, in the end, we decided that Lemood is going to win this prize. And yeah, please come on stage.
Wow.
Jan, geh mal aus dem Bild. Yeah. Thumbs up. Good mood. Thanks.
Yeah, maybe a quick reasoning for why you won that prize, because I think you're tackling a market that is growing, and there are a lot of people who can probably need your solution. And it's basically a global solution, so everybody around the world could use your solution. And that is something that is not that standard. At the same time, you can easily roll out your solution, especially in the beginning with the app. And we see that you are in a space that is kind of growing in general, and there are companies who are already very successful, like Porn, Headspace, and so on. But you're different, and you're focusing on a different topic. And if you maybe go even more focused in the beginning and focus on like a niche market, like exchange students or something like that with loneliness, I think you can specialize there, and then you can go for the broader market. And I think it's really promising. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, that was it from down here. Philip, I'm giving over to you to close the whole session. Goodbye from down here. And a big applause to everyone.
Awesome, really, really cool. So everybody's a winner. Congratulations, you made it. These were ups and downs. And yeah, everybody should be super proud that you made it and you survived these 10 intense days. But this is just the beginning. There's a lot of good times and a lot of tough times ahead. If you want to support with that, feel free to reach out to the teams, the coaches, and stay part of the community and the ecosystem. Join us at Unternehmertum for other programs like the accelerator and the incubator and so on to continue and see how far you can push it. How far can you bring and take your idea? So with that, thank you for watching. And if you want to join us for the next meetup, present what you're working on, maybe your startup, your ideas, or meet potential co-founders. It's super awesome. It's a lot of fun. And see you soon.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye.